What is going on,
I
guys
we're
and
not doing we're not
gals?
doing that. We're not doing that. That's what we're doing.
What's going on, guys and gals? Welcome to Good Real Hunting, aka Good Real Hunting 2024. It's your boy Brad. The BrettMan's right over there, and the next adventure and tournament land is here on Good Real Hunting. It is the Fright Fight 2024, and tonight, thanks to y'all's advice, y'all's recommendation back in the summertime, we're going to be doing the best final girl of all time. 64 gals. Only one's going to walk out alive here tonight, Birdie. There's going to be one true final girl.
Man, that's a lot of ovaries we have to contend with.
There's a few. Yeah.
It's 64 times 2.
Yeah. That's 100 and something, 128,
Yeah,
134.
I know I can't do math on the map like that.
I had it right the first time.
But man, what's going on, everybody? We are so happy for y'all to join us. And like Brad alluded to, we did a top 10 final girls of all time, like our personal list of top 10 final girls of all time. And you all in the chat were just going crazy about how much you love final girls. So you all definitely made that influence on this Fright Fight tournament this year. So I need you all to do right now, just do the little applause emoji in that comment section, because this is all you're all's doing. What the hard part was is trying to at least get 64 final girls, because dude, that was a task at its hand.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun though. We did the draft. That was a Patreon exclusive thing we did. That was actually kind of fun. We did the draft. Yeah, and that was a cool way. So that's a little bit different
Did
tonight.
You say
how
cool?
Yeah, it's
See what you did there.
It's Good Real Hunting. Come on, I wouldn't say anything other than that. Come on. What's cool about that is that this is the first time we've implemented this strategy to come up with a tournament, the 64 teams. This time we did instead. Usually, this is actually the first time we're not doing movies in a tournament.
Yeah.
So usually we rely on like Rotten Tomatoes and all the other rating outlets, IMDb, Letterboxd, to come up with our seedings. But this time we did a draft. Brett, myself, Chris. We got together one night on Patreon. We had a list of like 500 final girls that Brett pulled out of his ass, and we sat there and just drafted from it. And it was a lot of fun, man. It was a cool way to come up with a list. And I would say we'll probably do that going forward with our next movie one too, which will make things a little bit interesting and get a little bit more of a variety in these tournaments. I like that. A lot.
So chat, let us know in the chat section right now. Do you like when we draft, or do you want us to go back to freaking numbers? Holly already says we have a great list, and we did the best we can. And Brad, I kind of like told a certain person, Destiny, what's going on there, Destiny, saying we forgot one, Sally Hardesty.
Well, yeah, but nobody likes Sally, really. I mean, Brett didn't vote for her, obviously, and I was like, I could live without her. I respect what she did, obviously.
We vote for a different Hardesty.
And, yeah, in a lot of ways, Sally is the first, like, final girl, for what they are today. And so there's a lot of respect for that. But how is she really going to win the tournament? No, she's not going to win the tournament. Sorry, Sally.
There's a couple that won't win this. God, I'm nervous now. I'm trying to keep very closely of what I'm going to say here, but hey, we did the best we could. Hopefully everyone's going to have an incredible time with this tournament tonight. You all know the rules. Me, Brad, and once Chris gets in here, we will be doing the first 2 rounds. And then once we get into the Sweet 16, Final Four or Elite 8, Final Four, and Championship, that will be determined by you, the chat. So get ready to vote on that. We're just going to, layer a couple of the onions off of that before we let y'all get to the best part of the onion, which horrible analogy. So let's see here. Let's say hello to the chat. We'll say hello to our Patreons.
Brett, before you do all that, dude, I got to know, what's the best analogy you've ever came up with?
The best analogy.
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Dude, I don't know. I have so many damn analogies. I'm going to have to. It's going to take a while, so I could go through all of them to pick out a favorite.
Okay. Well,
as we do this, if something pops in mind, I'll let you know for sure. Like I could say, I'm like a freaking wild man or I'm like a cow in the hurricane because I'm always on the move. But that's not really an analogy. But
one more thing, can I get from you a little bit of a Matthew McConaughey impersonation, because we do this on Beers with the Bros sometimes, and I know he's not really involved with anything tonight because we don't even have Texas Chainsaw Next Generation in this tournament anywhere. But I think the people, we still want to hear some Matthew McConaughey here tonight.
Let's see here. Well, now we got a fine looking group of final girls in this tournament, 64 beauties who I can see living a beautiful rest of my days, protecting me, cooking good meals, and taking care of me on my shenanigans. So hopefully y'all have a good time and go on.
That still sounds like Big Mama from Big Mama's house more than anything.
Oh,
is that a flashlight?
Hey, speaking of flashlights, we got someone that knows about flashlights. We got Chris in here now.
Sherry, I ain't on your gear shaft, am I?
What's going on, mofo?
That's that, man. Beetlejuice.
Oh man, but Chris, what you doing, Chris?
The juice is loose. Hey man, cracking open a beer. Check out these beers, man. I don't know if I had shown these on here or not. Check this out, man. The Thing inspired Outpost 31.
Love that artwork, dude. I love that artwork. That's freaking sexy, man.
Show it again one more time because we got a horror chat in here tonight. So they love horrors, anything horror related. So show it one more time.
Yes, this local brewery creates a couple Halloween beers every year. This one's inspired by The Thing, Outpost 31. It's a fucking sour, delicious.
God, that's so cool.
That's sexy, man. That's a sexy fucking artwork, man.
They have a Silence of the Lamb inspired one called "Had the Lamb Stopped Screaming." But honestly, the beer is just not that good, man. It's a chocolate raspberry stout, and
it has brains in it, I bet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Ray Liotta. R.I.P.
R.I.P. I had to bring that up to get everybody sad again. But let's honor his legacy, though.
Yeah, let's honor the legacy. Let's freaking have a good stream tonight. 64 final girls. Let's do it. Let's say hello to the chat.
Yeah, not the one from Halloween. Ray Liotta.
Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Chester, what's going on there, Chester? I catched the replay of this. I got other stream to tune into. No problem at all. We just appreciate you just taking some time out of your day to say hello to us. We got Chad saying Aaron is out in the first round. Fuck off, Chad.
I'm with you, Chad. Let's go, baby.
We got Miss Erica Lauren. What's going on? How are you doing? We got Raymond. What's going on there, Raymond? We got Ashton in the house. We got Atanis. What's going on? We got one of our wrench women, Brooke. Brooke, what's going on? How are you doing? We got Aaron Click is in the house. We did say hello to Holly, but we'll say hello to Holly again just to make sure. Check it twice. We got Mark Jones. Mark Jones in the house. What's going on there, Mark Jones? We got Horthead Heather. What's going on there, Heather? How are you doing? Let's see here. We got Nick from the Movie Ranker making an appearance in the chat. What's going on there, Nick? How are you doing? See here, we got Jamie's in the house. What's going on there, Jamie? How are you doing? Destiny, we did say hi, but we'll do an official hello there, Destiny. How are you doing? Hopefully all is going well. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm just scrolling. Y'all are talking amongst yourselves. That's awesome. We got Veronica. What's going on there, Veronica? How are you doing?
Corningstone.
We got Gene. What's going on there, Gene? No, that's Tits McGee, Chris. Don't you disrespect Tits McGee.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I forgive you. Let's see here. Anybody else? I think we're golden. Yeah, we are golden. So if anybody else pops up, we will say hello to you. But let's take this time to thank our lovely Patreons. These are our Patreons. They're the official backbone of this channel. So without these lovely real hunters, Fright Fight, Good Real Hunting, or just Good Real Hunting in general would not happen without these fine ladies and gents. So we thank you so much. So if you want to contribute to the channel, be a real hunter, in the description down below, there's a link for it. Click the Patreon link, select any tier to your heart's design so you all could be a real hunter today. But just in case if you're scared about being a Patreon, YouTube memberships is also available. This is one of the hottest tickets to supporting the channel because right here on YouTube members, for as low as 99 cents. Let me repeat that. 99 cents. You can support your boys at Good Real Hunting. You can earn You could use cool emojis, earn badges, much, much more. So you all could be real hunters today.
Woo! And if you can't do those things, just being here in the video, in the stream, liking the stream, sharing it, commenting, all that fun stuff, telling your friends. We appreciate that as well, as that helps our goals as well.
Absolutely. And the goals right now are at 2K for a special Real Horror Awards for the greatest of all time, and 2,500 for me to do a live Ouija board.
That was that's going to be a great plan. I also like the idea.
That's not going to be a good plan.
You said a Real Horror Award? I don't know.
Okay, Real Horror Award.
Oh, okay. All right.
For
okay.
the special. Dadgummit, that's for Good Real Humping. You know that. So, anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to go bye-bye because I got to control the bracket. So these gentlemen are going to entertain you all in the chat. So guys, if you got anything you want to read from the chat, please let me know. And Brad, quit talking shit about Pray at Night. I'll see you.
Nobody was sucking anything, okay?
Okay, well, that unusual but great. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's see here. Chris, you're a ladies man. Which region would you like to start in tonight?
I would like to start in the It's Only a Dream region.
All right, so we're gonna go top right here.
Ooh, getting
right
funky
top,
tonight. Please. Getting funky tonight. I like it. The lead bracket.
Yeah, sponsored by the lead bracket. Brad always gets a crack at it. So
technically, he fathered none of the final girls in here. Now that I think about it, but he was a friend of a father. Or a friend of a daughter, or you know what I mean. He was
a friend of a daughter. Wow.
Well, he made eggs for him, or no, he got pizza. He brought pizza. In one time.
I got an idea. How about you crack open another beer, and then we will get the show rolling.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm ready to rock.
All right, well, let's do the first matchup. Chris says it's the only dream region, and there's a reason that it is only a dream, because it is the representation of the #2 overall #1 seed, and that is Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street going up against Jennifer from I Spit on Your Grave. So, Brad, I'm going to let you be in charge of the rotation. So how do you want to start off this rotation?
Good luck with that, but I'll start first since we're just on the top here, so I'll keep things simple. This is an easy decision for me. Nancy. Nancy's one of the best there ever was, the best there ever is, and the best something else. She's great. She's fantastic. Give me Nancy.
All right. Am I next?
Yeah, you go, and we'll just go clockwise.
Because I'm on every screen, so I don't know what's going on. But no, I'm just going to keep it easy. I'll save my explanations for the big one. So Nancy definitely goes on in the first round.
I dig it.
God damn it! I was going to go. No, I'm kidding. It's got to be Nancy. I mean, let's get serious here.
Let's not fuck around. All right, Brett, you're going to go first for the next matchup.
All right,
which is Harper from Haunt versus Tess from Barbarian.
This one's going to be a little tough. Let's get dangerous here. Because Harper, my gosh, she has to go to a haunted house attraction that goes south really damn quick versus Tess going into an Airbnb and shit getting crazy very, very quick. But I was going to go to my opinion, who's just gotten more of the most like troubling shit, and to me that's the Harper with Haunt, because she had to deal with more than one entity in that house, or in that haunted house, that is, while Tess only had to deal with that one weird cave bitch. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Harper in this matchup.
Okay. Interessante. I am on the opposite end of that spectrum. You see, I think that Tess was phenomenal and that she was a mastermind. You know, whenever she puts that bottle down there, right? And Justin Long's like, I'm not going to suck on that thing. And she's like, hey, if you want to live, you're going to suck on that titty, right? And I'm in that same boat, man. If I'm in that position, I'm sucking that bottle all day long. So I think that she has the ultimate survivor skills. Give me Tess.
Yeah. Of course, wouldn't take a lot of convincing for Chris to suck on anything, but anyway. No, but there's so here's the question. This is actually a tough matchup for round one. I like both of these. Harper, I thought she was great. Very underrated. There's the thing I like about Tess a lot, and that is the fact that she has to face a couple different. Bill Skarsgård wasn't a villain, but he was kind of perceived as one in the first half of that movie. And she weathers that storm perfectly as well. She's over there. She's like, I'm not going to drink this wine and all this. I think she ends up drinking it anyway, but nonetheless, it works out. You know what? I'm going to go for a curveball. I'm going to go Harper here. I think.
Nice.
I
Oh
think.
my fucking God! I hate your guts.
I do think that like she's just more of a traditional final girl. I think that Tess.
That's why you got to vote against it.
Well, no, dude. Like Harper not only had to deal with at the beginning of the movie, she had to deal with unfortunately a domestic relationship and all that. So she had to overcome that as well.
Yeah. I mean, I liked her. I thought she elevated that movie. Here's the thing about Tess is that there's a lot of things going on in that movie. She kind of falls. I think, when you finish that movie, she's not necessarily what you're thinking about. You're thinking about how weird it was, how Justin Long was there doing measuring tapes and all this other stuff. But Harper really, I think, to me, elevates the movie Haunt to the next level. So I think she's really kind of what makes it there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so definitely a tough matchup right there. So Harper barely gets the win on that one. So let's go to our 5-12 matchup here. We got Kirsty from Hellraiser 1 and 2, and also Alice from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. So Chris, you get to go first.
Give me Alice, and I'll be honest here. I have not seen Hellraiser in a while, but had to redo the Nightmare on Elm Street here for the review series not too long ago. So, yeah, I mean that's really all I got. I don't really give a shit about either one of these, but give me Alice.
Oh no, that's explanatory. Brad, what about you, buddy?
That's kind of how I was feeling. Alice, to me, we just watched Nightmare on Elm Street, so she's top of mind. And I quite liked her. I thought she's pretty underrated. But I do, from what I remember, Kirsty was fantastic in that first Hellraiser movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a huge fan of those movies, but I thought, credit where it's due. I thought she was solid. So I think I'm going to go with Kirsty here.
All right. And yeah, I do respect Alice from the Nightmare on Elm Street. Like when we did the Watch Party series, I could see why a lot of people enjoy her being a final girl. She really does take it to Freddy. But fortunately for part 5, which I know there's people in the chat that like part 5, but for me, I felt like Alice got like lowered a little bit on the final girl status for part 5, while Kirsty, she was phenomenal in the first Hellraiser, but in the second Hellraiser, she really ups her game, and like she has to go, literally go to a certain hell, unlike Alice, where she just went to a dream world. Plus, she's the Dream Master, so of course she's going to kick all the ass. But so Kirsty had a major disadvantage at that home field, so I'm going to go with Kirsty because she had to deal with a lot more.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Okay, so I think we're back full circle, back to Brad here. And we have, what does it look like, Brady? Sarah Connor versus Abra from Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Okay. Oh, man, these matchups are killer, man, all the way from the beginning. Okay, because I actually like Abra a lot. Abra Stone, she's great. But Sarah Connor, you can't really, I mean, it's got to be Sarah Connor, though.
Well, I'll just tell you, Brad, as the famous words of Lee Corso, good pick.
Yeah, buddy. It's got to be Sarah Connor, dude. Sarah Connor.
It has to be. I like the Abra character, too, but come on now. It's Sarah Connor. Chris, any thoughts about Sarah Connor or Abra?
No,
not
I mean, I love
not the Pokemon, but just Abra.
I love them both. I mean, but yeah, Sarah Connor is legendary, man. Come on.
Absolutely. So let's go to our 6-11 matchup. We got Jay Hike from It Follows, played by Mika Monroe, versus Kyle from Child's Play 2. And Jay is a very interesting pick here for a final girl, because running away from a sexual entity, like a sexual demon entity, is the best way I can really describe the creature from It Follows. Not an easy task at hand. Plus, you always have to look over your shoulder. But again, I just like to use the old advantage. Just go from the like from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, and then like for a week, and then after the week's over, go from the West Coast to the East Coast, and then bam, you easily beat the entity. While freaking Kyle had to go through hell against freaking Chucky in a freaking toy factory while also protecting Andy. So give me this one. I choose Kyle in the upset.
I got to point out that I think the demon from It Follows is far more of a threat than Chucky is, but I'll leave it at that. Chris, it's on you.
They're both ferocious little bastards, though.
Yeah, and you describing this as running for your life from a sexual entity is basically, all I've been doing for the past 10 years. No, I'm kidding.
It's only been 5 years.
Yeah, it's only been 5 years. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm gonna put this in Brad's hands. I'm actually gonna go with Jay Hyatt here. I think that Micah Monroe. I think It Follows is significantly. I don't know that I really tuned into that quite a bit. For some, that really resonated with me. That particular movie resonated with me a lot. So I'm gonna go with that on this one. So Brad, it's gonna be in your hands, bud.
I hate that, man, because this again, man, we're talking matchup after matchup that's just tough as hell. Okay, Kyle, fan favorite. I mean, Child's Play legend, if you will. But I can't go against Micah Monroe, dude. I love this character in It Follows, and I love Micah Monroe. So I got to see her keep going, man. I mean, I think, again, she's more, when I look at the movie itself, I think she outweighs obviously, you got Andy and Child's Play as well, which is a critical character. You got Chucky kind of even steals the show a little bit. I think Jay carries more of a weight than Kyle does in her movie. I think that she puts the whole movie on her back and is responsible for the success of the movie. Whereas Kyle is like a fantastic, like, side character, kind of. I guess, she's still a lead, but she's still, there's a lot of other things going on there to help you get through that movie if she didn't work out. But she did. She's great. But I'm going to go with Jay.
All right. And hey, you actually kind of won me over on that last comment there, Brad, for Jay. So good job, my friend. So let's go to 3 versus 14. We got Mia from Evil Dead 2013 against Grace from the Hitcher remake, because we all love the Bush here. Sophia Bush, that is.
Oh, that's right. It was the remake. Oh, man.
Yeah, you dirty-minded people. Because, Chris, your go.
Okay, this is fucking easy for me. Mia is one of my favorites of all time. Come down here and I'll suck your cock, pretty boy. I mean, how many times have I quoted that on this channel?
And Chris already confirmed he would, in fact, go down there.
That's evil.
Oh, 100%, dude. It doesn't matter, dude. If she's yelling that at me, I'm like, hey, listen, you guys need to go outside and find some way to kill her. I got to go downstairs, dude.
I got the appointment.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. So give me Mia all day long, man. It's not even a long conversation.
I agree, man. Mia for me as well. Sophia Bush was great though, but yeah, Mia takes the cake here easy.
And we're talking about Jane Levy is the one playing that role, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Which, hey, this ain't going to be the last time you hear Jane Levy on this list. But I'll go ahead and say it is Mia because of just what she did during her time of the movie as, the good person versus the Deadite. Very impactful. And again, I think Grace is great. What she did in the Hitcher remake, because she got turned into a badass at the end, and she had that badass line at the end too. But man, it's just a poor matchup, unfortunately, because Mia is so great. So give me Mia as well.
Hell yeah.
Good to say here. Just a real quick aside here. Or Holly said a little hawk Tua. So if they end up remaking Evil Dead again, I can see that being, come down here for a little hawk Tua, pretty boy.
Oh my god. And I agree with Des here. I do think Sophia Bush is underrated. Yeah, it actually makes me want to rewatch the Hitcher remake so I could just rewatch her performance again. Because again, last time I watched it, I was super impressed with what she did as a final girl.
Yeah, I think that movie in general is underrated as hell. Like I think it was a great remake.
Michael Bay,
Sean Bean, dude.
Also, I'll feast on your soul, and then the feast on this motherfucker. at the end of Evil Dead does their thing. God, that's one of the best final lines.
Oh,
Gotta
dude.
love
And
it.
she's like one of the only final girls on the list here that was also a villain, too. Could be considered a villain in
Yeah.
the movie, which
That's
is cool.
true.
But at the end of the day, she was a final girl. She was raining. It was blood rain, all the other stuff.
It's
Love it, man.
rain and blood. Hallelujah. All right, anyways, let's go to the next matchup here. 7 versus 10. We got Evelyn Abbott from A Quiet Place 1 and 2 against Alice from the Resident Evil franchise. So let's see.
I think it's back to me now this time, right?
Yeah, it is back to Brad.
Give me Evelyn, man. Emily Blunt. That's another gal that I dig a lot. And I think that there's a lot to be said about her character in these two movies. That, she's got that mother's love. She's out there protecting her kids, doing everything she can. I think she's fantastic. She's a badass at the end. She's a badass at the beginning too. So give me Evelyn, man. Oh, also too, go ahead and go, guys, and then I got a couple super chats to get.
Oh, okay. Well, of course, we got to address those super chats, but this is not going to take very long because I'm going to also pick Evelyn Abbott on this one just because Emily Hunt does a great job in this movie, just doing the job fully of what the Evelyn character is all about. And Alice, I'll be going to be honest, I've not seen the Resident Evil franchise except for Welcome to Raccoon City because I was just curious about that one, but I've never seen like the other ones. But I do always see that actress and Alice character on every single poster and in her badass outfits. So I know she is indeed a badass. But I just think that Evelyn one, if we're talking in terms of what a final girl is supposed to be, Evelyn marks the spot.
Hell yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, she gave birth and didn't make
bathtub.
and didn't make a sound. So that's about as badass as you get on here.
Yeah, one of the and became one of the best scenes of all time. Let me get two things. Hat she put $5, send in $5. That gets a video for sure. Let me go ahead and hit that up real quick. Just because we're here, we're doing final girl stuff.
Make it a good one.
This isn't related to it, but it's got to be. Oh, right here's.
Fucking animal, you piece of shit, little tiny dick licker, fucking asshole, fucking eye. Fucking rich people.
We got $5 he sent in. I'm the final girl. Or sorry, that she sent in. I'm the final girl here. Hey, Raymond. Yes, good to have you here. Welcome to the party. And thanks for the super chat.
Cheers.
And Brad, just keep playing that super chat throughout the entirety of the night because she's a great final girl and we just need to respect the theme of this show.
Well, I'll do that, but I also got a $5 super chat from Brother Fluff who has his own video to play. And I want to respect that decision here. So let me find it.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
It's so motherfucking fluffy! That shit fluffy as fuck! Yeah.
And he sent in $5 and said, Jay got off easy. Ask some of these Orlando girls about the Salisbury special.
I just know it's a lot of love, man. That's all I know about the Salisbury special.
I love this guy, man. He's a flamethrower. Goofy as hell, man. All right, let me get all right, now we can get back on track. And if it's anything, if somebody doesn't have their own video, we'll get to see Grace come back for sure.
Freaking-lutely. And Chris, Desi says, I was about to say that, Chris, about the Evelyn in the bathtub.
Oh yeah, that's top tier shit right there, man. I mean, that's as badass as you get.
Well, hey, Chris, that's a nice transition, though, from a badass for our next matchup here. We got Aaron from Your Next versus Rosemary from Rosemary's Baby. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this one. This one's completely obvious. Fuck you, Chad. Aaron.
Oh, Chris, what you got, dude?
Yeah, it's got to be Aaron, man. You know, and it's not that she's my favorite, but come on, Rosemary wasn't even, I mean, did she really even? It's Aaron, man. I haven't seen Rosemary's Baby in a while, so I hesitate.
She had sex with a demon, so she survived that. So, or
well,
actually,
yeah,
not a demon. Satan himself. She had sex with Satan.
Satan.
But But I don't know. Yeah, Erin, man. I mean, she was a total badass at the end. Everybody else was freaking out, shriveling up, folding up like a fucking accordion. Man, she knew exactly what to do.
Not to mention she stuck a blender into a head and turned it on.
Hey,
Yeah,
that was
buddy.
her biggest turn on, if you know what I mean.
You spin my head right round. That's what she was saying.
Oh, God. All right, but I'm glad that I thought y'all were going to try to eliminate her
Right.
ass immediately right there, and Chad paid you all off. So I'm glad that you all decided to keep this fair.
Yeah, that's true. And Chad, man, you know what? Venmo me, buddy. Next
No.
time. and we'll
It's not
get-
too
we'll
late.
sort
We
it
got
out.
another round.
You're
It's not too late.
griping this shit.
Yeah, dude.
We'll take our
We're
money.
not
Dude, I
right.
want to get a video. I want to get Chad dressed up in his Michael Myers shit, just fucking murking. Aaron, do you think Chad or Aaron would win the fight?
Hey, I'll tell you this. You'll get to see Chad dress up murking people tomorrow night over at Braden Timmons' channel for the premiere of The Last Nightmare Part 1, the Halloween fan film. So you all do not want to miss that tomorrow.
Absolutely, man.
So,
Absolutely.
hey,
Just
Brad,
side
nice
note
steak
here.
there.
Shitty's in the house.
What's
You
going
already
on there,
know who's
Sketchy
at the
Shitty?
bottom, baby.
Oh my gosh. So, all right. So let's see here. All right, Brad, I'd let Chris pick. So which region do you want to tackle next?
Take it back to the left, man. Top left.
Top
Take it back.
left. Do-do-do-do.
Left
All
top,
right.
please.
All right, and Chris, you get to go first on this one. We got the number 1 overall pick and number 1 overall seed of Sydney Prescott from Scream versus the 64 selection, which was decided upon our Patreons. So thank you so much for picking that very last final girl for us. And you all picked Noah from Fresh, Daisy Edgar Jones. So Chris, who do you got?
I love her character from Fresh. Love that movie as a whole, but Sydney's all time, man. Let's not even talk about it that much. Come on.
So we could almost put her in the Elite 8 at least
Yeah,
automatically.
come on,
But we're going
yeah.
to be fair. We're going to give everyone else a fair chance.
Give me Sydney here. Give me Sydney here. I'll take
Why are,
Sydney
you,
right here.
why are you sounding like Beetlejuice right now? But
The juice is loose, man. Huh.
well, again, Noah Daisy Edgar Jones. It was a fresh final girl. She did a really good job. But yeah, Sydney's the queen, or as Randy Meek says, she's the scream queen. So yeah, give me Sydney. Easy matchup.
Come on, man. We even shop at the same store.
Wherever you go. Anyway, so we got our next matchup at the 8 and 9 here. We got Tree from Happy Death Day versus Dana Polk from The Cabin in the Woods. So Brad, you get to go first.
I think I'm inclined to go with Tree here.
God!
She's got 2 movies. Okay. And I think she's great in both movies. I think she's really a big part of why that movie works. When I think Cabin in the Woods, I think of Chris Hemsworth and his motorbike there. So give me
Slow down, bud. I never do.
I'll see you on the other side, brother. Give me Tree, man.
Sorry, 1 minute. I am writing a message to our boy Gavin real quick. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so just want to write that real quick. But no, this is actually an easy matchup with me. I think Dana was cool and all, but man, Tree made the final girl so fucking fun and so entertaining. So give me Tree.
Yeah. Give it to me, baby.
Well,
Mhm.
if anybody was
Give me
interested,
thoughts.
I was going to go the complete opposite direction. Dana for me all day long. I just don't like the Happy Death Day movies like at all. They don't work for me in any way, shape, or form. So I was going to go with Dana, just because I love the movie. And but we go on.
So all right, let's go with our next matchup here. Dude, this is actually, when I was looking over this bracket, to me, this is the hardest battle right here in the first round. We got Maddie from Hush versus Michelle from 10 Cloverfield Lane, which just in case, we all know Maddie is played by who, Brad?
That's Kate Siegel, dude.
Damn right it is. And we also got Michelle from Mary Elizabeth Winstead. So 2 lovely actresses that are very popular in the horror genre going battle against each other. But here's the deal. Michelle is very resourceful in this movie. And so she has to be really smart dealing up with our boy from friggin' The Big Lebowski, because Michelle definitely crossed the line way many times. But here's the
John,
deal, though.
that's a great one.
When you're deaf and then you can't hear your enemy coming, and you just literally have to actually use your other senses to win a battle, I'm going to go with you all day long. So give me with Maddie.
She's not going to hear him coming, Cotton.
Yeah, it'll be hard to hear there, Cotton.
Now, to be fair, I want to say this ahead of time. I haven't seen either one of these in quite a long time. But I'm gonna go with Michelle. If nothing else, just to put the onus on Brad that he's gonna have to come through with the final answer. Yeah,
motherfucker, dude.
No, I love you. It's because I love you.
I'm going Maddie. I like Maddie a lot. I think, Kate Siegel, I love Kate Siegel. And again, I've been making this point a lot tonight, but again, she is what makes the movie. She drives it. She's like the only character plus the bad guy. And there's a couple less than 5-minute people in there as well. But everything revolves around her. Everything's on her back. So give me Maddie.
All right. So let's go with Maddie for the winner. Right there. So there we go. Okay. So we got our next matchup here. Chris, you'll go first on this one. We got Maxine fucking Minx going up against Lorraine Warren from the Conjuring franchise.
Okay, so here's my point on this one. I don't know that Lorraine is really, she's a historical figure based on someone real. I don't know that she's necessarily a final girl in the same vein that Maxine Minx is, where she's been essentially, gotten through 2 of these. So give me Maxine all day long, dude. Plus Mia Goth, top notch, boys.
I'm going Maxine as well for a lot of the same reasons. I just don't really necessarily consider Lorraine all that much of a final girl. She fits, I guess, the bill. But I think Maxine is, especially an X. So give me that.
I'm going to go with Maxine as well. I love Lorraine. I do love Lorraine, and I do consider her a final girl. That's why I drafted her in a way, just because I just think a lot of people overlook past of her being an actual final girl. But if we're going to go by the technical aspects of what a final girl is, she does meet that criteria, but not as good as Maxine fucking Minx. So give me Maxine.
Yeah, boy. Get you some of that.
All right, so our next matchup here, we got Wendy Torrance from The Shining against Madison from Malignant.
Whose role is it this time? My turn. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Your turn now.
Wendy is going on, man. That's my pick for sure. I think she portrays such a vulnerable character in that movie. She's all alone in this big ass hotel with Jackie Boy, and it is. I mean, she's got her son, but she is the responsible party for not only her well-being but also her son. I love it. Again, you got the mama's touch there. Not afraid to kick a little ass to get out of there alive. Give me Wendy. But Madison was great too.
Well, Brad, I'll just tell you this: Wendy didn't have a headache, though. Madison had one ginormous headache. But here's the deal: Wendy actually did have a headache because the headache that is Jack Torrance and all his fucking craziness. So give me Wendy, and also R.I.P. Shelley Duvall too.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, what that character and the actress went through, I think they deserve to move on, at the very least, to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, gosh almighty. Talk about one of the most nerve-wracking scenes in the history of horror movies. That freaking that ash, man. Like from the cigarette. When was it going to fall off?
That's a good question, man. That's a good one, too. There's
also...
also...
her in the cigarette.
But shout out to that little fella in the back of Madison. Man, that was...
Yeah.
She was a good character.
Ooh, buddy.
Yep.
Talk about another strong character. We got Sarah from The Descent against Haley from Crawl. It is, believe my turn?
Yeah, it is your turn now.
Okay, well, first, I can't remember the actress's name because it's long and complicated, but just know I love Haley. I think Crawl is extremely underrated summertime horror movie, especially during hurricane season. I cannot believe I just used that word hurricane. Fuck hurricanes right now.
I thought hurricane season was over.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. But Serapho, an absolute badass in all the best ways. She did a complete 180 in that cave. She got out of that cave a totally different character, a stronger character. So give me Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah all day long. Not a lot to say about Crawl. I mean, I enjoyed that quite a bit, but yeah, the Descent is still one of those that I go back and rewatch. Still scares the hell out of me, and yeah, she a bad bitch.
Give me a flawless victory here, Sarah, the Descent, fucking badass.
And I was very jealous when Chris drafted her because I had her as a secret pick.
Yeah.
Chris, you dirty bastard.
Holly.
So, all right, but we're gonna go to the next
over here. If I can get my damn mouse over, yeah. Still have not seen the Descent. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, check it out, man. Hey, it's one of the scariest. Listen, I gotta say, it's one of the
Remedy
scariest
that before
movies.
spooky season is over.
Yes,
great
watch
idea.
it before next Thursday. And please let us know in the next stream how that is. And not only that, we did me and Brad did an individual watch party for that for our Patreons. So I know you should have access to it. If not, I'll give you access to it. But definitely watch the movie on its own. If then you could do our awesome commentary to go with that. But yes, The Descent, absolutely watch it in pure darkness, phone off, enjoyed the madness. So, all right, we got our next matchup here. We got Jamie Lloyd versus Clarice from The Silence of the Lambs here. So let's see here.
Should be my go, right?
It's your go.
Okay. Yeah, this is oh goddamn, this is an easy one. Clarice, one of the greatest of all time. I put her in the same sort of vicinity as Sydney. I think that that's just one of the iconic horror performances. So give me Clarice.
Brad?
I'll take Clarice as well, man. I hate this matchup and everything that you've done to me, Birdie, but you can't, dude. You can't go against Clarice. You can't do it.
If anyone could, it was going to be Jamie Lloyd. Like, come on, guys. She's a young kid. And she had
I'm not going to give her sympathy points. I think she's good. She's great. She's one of the iconic people in horror. But Clarice, man, come on. Come on.
It's all time.
Yeah.
Just for sympathy points, I'll give a vote for Jamie Lloyd. So because I love Daniel Harris and I saw a sexy picture of her lately.
God dang it, you're just talking about her as a kid. Now you can't.
No, I'm talking about an adult. That's an adult. No, don't do this to me. Don't ruin my.
You did it. It was like literally the same paragraph. Luckily,
he's been over there pulling beans.
No, I hit enter. I hit enter before that paragraph. I ended the paragraph and I started a new regular sentence. Like, come on, don't do this to me. Chad, come on now, defend me. But clearly moves on.
This is a tug party, Brad.
Oh my God. We're moving on.
It's not one of those tugging tricks, is it?
No, moving on. We got Jess from Black Christmas, 1974, that is, going up against Mika Monroe again, but this time as Julia from Watcher.
Who's go?
I believe it is your go, Brad.
Okay, guess what? Okay. Man, I said it. I'm never going to go against Mike and Monroe, but I am here. Jess from Black Christmas is moving on, baby, for me.
All righty. I'm going to go ahead and say Watcher, I definitely enjoyed that. And Mika Monroe, that was like her first movie back into the horror genre realm. And she reminded me why I missed her so much in the horror genre. But unfortunately, it doesn't do it enough. Olivia Hussey, you were amazing as Jess. Give me Jess.
Three-way, boys. Three-way me.
Nice.
I mean, you know, a three-way vote, I should say. Yeah.
Hey,
give me
Jess. Chris, remember the golden rule. It's okay when it's in a three-way.
What? That you're always at the Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that you were
if you know, you know. So
I thought we were talking about our personal golden rule, which is when we human centipede, you're always going to be at the end.
Oh, well, I don't want to be the ass, Ian. That's gross. But anyways, so it'll be my turn to pick this region. And I'm not the biggest Laurie Strode fan, so we're going to wait on that for a minute. And we're going to go ahead and go from the get away from her, you bitch region. But I can't put bitch on
Okay.
here, or I could have. You know what? There's still time. But anyways, we got Rhea. I was about to say Rhea Ripley for some reason. WWE brain here. But we got number 1 seed Ripley against Alice, that bitch from the original Friday the 13th. Please tell me it's my go first.
Upset? Go ahead, Brett.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God, because this is easy, and I'm not going to let this be a beating, so give me Ripley all day. Alice, I'll spare you.
Yeah, I don't have much to say. Ripley, I love Ripley. This is like probably I saw Alien when I was a kid, and I just love Ripley, man. She's such a great character. She's a fucking bad bitch. Give me Ripley.
Give me Ripley as well. Let's make it another fun 3-way.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just tell you this, though. If Alice would have learned to put on the coffee jar lid correctly, I would have voted for Alice.
It's the naps for me. You know, it's the mid.
It's
the mid serial
got to
killer
be
nap.
the naps.
It is the mid-action nap. It's too much for me, although
Even though in defense, Ripley technically was trying to take a nap, but something got in the way.
Hey, I've been in
Touche.
some high-pressure situations and had no choice but to take a nap. I mean, just anxiety in my own body wouldn't let me go forward. So maybe she was facing something like that. Maybe I should be more sympathetic.
Brett
But I
is
don't
pretty good
know.
at taking naps while we're moving.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, man. Brad, I'm going to get revenge on you someday. But speaking of revenge, that leads us to our next matchup here. We got Jen from the movie Revenge against Trish Jarvis from Friday the 13th, the final chapter. So, Chris, good luck trying to start us off on this one.
Good. Oh man, final chapter is one of my favorites. But so I'm gonna frame it like this. I love Trish, love that, but this is one isolated movie in part of a franchise where there's a lot of final girls involved, and Jen from Revenge is sort of one of a kind. And I think that the graphic nature and just the hardcore shit that she had to go through in that movie is best anything that they have in Friday the 13th. So I'm gonna go with Jen, man. I really love that movie a lot, and I think that she's a fucking true badass.
Dude, that final scene. Oof.
They're running
Yeah,
naked in the hallway. Yeah, that was.
She flips that script in such a great way, man.
Oh yeah.
As and the opposition of that is like Trish. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy her character and everything, but she. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Des gets it. So, but Trish, is just one of many. And, she just sort of survives that as to where Jen really, as Des said, fucks some people up.
She does, man. It's a great character growth, a character, a transition. What did I say? I don't know. Either way, she transcends. Give me Jen here. I like her a lot.
She
badass
through barriers.
Yes. A lot of badass kills in this, and she goes through the fucking ringer, dude. Falls on that spike, that fucking tree. I thought for sure she was a goner. But yeah, she comes back with a vengeance, man. Or I could say with some revenge and starts slaying fools, man. So give me Jen. Fucked them up. I like it. Give me Jen.
Yeah, and just again, Friday the 13th, the final chapter is my all-time favorite Friday the 13th movie, and it's my all-time favorite slasher movie. And Trish plays a great part in this film, but I feel like she also shares the screen with her little brother, Tommy Jarvis. So, like, splitting duties right there. But Jen is all her show, and she kind of actually reminds me of Aaron from Your Next, just without all the technical training. And to me, that's more impressive than having that technical training. So give me Jen from Revenge.
Yeah.
So want to put that right there. So let's see here. If in our next match, from one Friday the 13th final girl to another. Believe, Brad, this is your go. We got Chris Higgins from Friday the 13th 3D against Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Chris here, actually, from Friday the 13th. Like, here's the thing: I'm not a huge Beetlejuice fan. I like it, okay, it's fine. But I don't know. I just feel like Chris is more my speed. Friday the 13th is more my speed. It's more so what I like, and I thought she's a very, very underrated final girl in the franchise. So I'm going to take Chris personally.
I just got a special message for Lydia Deeds, Winona Ryder. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll be right here waiting for you. Give me Chris Higgins. Come on now. She's the only final girl in the Friday the 13th franchise that beat up Jason Voorhees
Beats Jason's
by
ass.
herself. That's the thing. By herself. No superpowers. Just straight up, just within. She got the eye of the tiger in her, and she unleashed it on Jason, especially a good Jason and Richard Brooker. So give me Chris Higgins.
My man Chris down here in his Beetlejuice shirt is disappointed. That's his wife, man.
You two are so fucking predictable. This is what I hate. So
We're not predictable. Here's what I'll say.
Give me.
Here's what I'll say. I'll agree with Destiny here. For once in my life, Chris is more of a traditional final girl. She's more of a traditional final girl. I concur.
She was talking about me.
No, yes, you are a traditional girl, but you're not final. And here's the thing. It's an absolutely true statement.
Right now you've done it.
She was talking about Chris right here this time.
No, I'm pretty sure she was talking about you, but
it's a true story.
No.
I think so, because I don't really consider Lydia all that much of a final girl. I mean, she wasn't really final. She's a girl, sure, but there was more people. So I think give me Chris, man.
And I would pick Chris over Trish anyway, Chad. So that didn't bother me as much.
Here's the thing about Trish. Corey Feldman steals that show. Again, Trish is there. She's great. She's a fine older. She's kind of like Kyle in Child's Play 2. You're kind of there for the dude, and she just kind of helps the dude, like the younger brother, and she just kind of helps propel that story. And she's great at it, sure. But again, my theme of the night is who does more for what movie, and that's kind of what I go for.
Hey, and Brad, just
Beetlejuice, man.
And Brad, we're gonna fact check you here. For once, we both love Dr. Sleep, and the Pet Cemetery book is great. So that's more than one occasion that you all agreed on something. So
that's 3 times. 3 times is good. That's true. That's very. That's
we
valid.
need 3 more examples, so it could be 6 times.
Nice fucking model.
Hey, all right. For this matchup, I think I'll be honest with you, we kind of did a little bit of a fuck up, and I'll explain why. Because I'm pretty sure it's my pick, right?
Yeah, let's say it is.
Yeah, it's going to be Helen from Candyman versus Samantha from the House of the Devil, Ty West movie, and I'm going to automatically say Samantha West without really any competition because I hate to say this, and this is my fault for not catching wind of it. Helen technically died in this movie.
That is true. She died like a son of a bitch in the movie.
She was great, but unfortunately, the thing with Final Girls is they don't die.
But didn't she transcend to the afterlife with Candyman?
Yeah, but that's like an after spirit thing. I don't count afterlife stuff. For me personally, if you do, great, and I'll let you case your argument, but Samantha with an automatic victory. Okay. So, Chris, up to you.
No, I can live with it. Let's roll with that and let's go.
Yeah, I'm good with Samantha, actually. I like that movie a lot. I love the fuck out of that movie, actually, House of the Devil. So I like Candyman a lot too. But you did kind of confuse me a lot with that because I think you're onto something at least a little bit. So yeah, give me Samantha. I'm not disappointed.
And Destiny, you are right. Technically, a lot of these characters did die. But like we're just talking about we're mainly going after their main movie. That's what we're doing because for example, and hopefully I'm not spoiling for anybody, but it's been over the 5-year rule for this example.
If you say Alice, dude. Okay, all right.
Ripley.
Even then, that was in the fucking 90s. Okay, I don't even think we need to even.
I know, but I'm just saying Ripley technically died in Alien 3. But yeah, Alice, the original for Friday the 13th, she died in 2. So yeah, there are examples, but we're mainly taking on the main film that put them in the identity as a final girl.
Yeah. True.
So, but yeah, that's a fair call. But we got Samantha going to the next round.
What does HOFD stand for?
House of
House
the
of the
Devil.
fucking dead.
Oh, okay.
I just had to abbreviate it. So, but let's see here. Chris, it's your go now. And you actually drafted this particular one. And I never really thought about it. Then I saw like 2 videos after you drafted her about how she's an underrated final girl. I'm like, well, fuck me running. We got Danny from Midsommar going up against Rebecca from Lights Out.
Oh. Who's
Tough
rolling?
matchup here. It's Chris's go.
My go. So I'm gonna go with Danny here, because I think that even though she's sort of she's a weird final girl, right? Because she doesn't really rebel against what's going on, but I think we sympathize with her in that movie because everything that she's going through is so fucked up that, you know, you can't help to, right? I mean, she's the star of that movie, and you can't help but sort of see it through her perspective. So give me Danny. And it's a fucked up situation, and then at the end, you know, she's sort of forced with that weird choice, and she still puts her boyfriend in there with the flames. So kudos to her for, you know, sending his bitch ass in there to get stuck in the bear. So give me Danny. I love Danny.
Yeah, I'm taking Danny here too because here's what I loved. First off, this was like my introduction to Florence Pugh, and I knew immediately she was going to take off because she was fucking awesome in the movie. But she's, you know, you got this character that's got this, you know, a lot of times you'll see a character in like an abusive relationship physically. This one's a little bit different. It's like it's more like a verbal. It's more kind of just like this kind of like, I don't really care about you kind of abuse that's a little bit more muted. And we see that there in this movie. And I think that the end of it, whenever she finally like takes control of her life, becomes the May Queen and like gets out of the situation, and that smile on her face at the end is fucking iconic. So yeah, it is. I think it is. I think when she smiles at the end, the barn's on fire in the background. You got all the other ladies out there like in pain with her, like, you know, all that stuff was fantastic. I love it, man. So give me Danny, give me Midsommar, give it to me. Bye Christian, or whatever his name is, with his dick flopping around out there more than the guys from
leave him alone. Leave him alone. He had an official push here, so he kind of helped.
He had one of the greatest.
He kind of changed the game in the bedroom, or in that case, in the cabin.
His game was changed, dude. His game was
one of the greatest gifts that could be given to you that we will never know, and that is the gift of a pusher, and he got that. So he got to experience that before he got burned alive. But yeah, there is this weird thing at the end where she has this sort of reluctant smile where I don't know, and we're gonna get too deep into it. I know it's not that conversation, but you know, it's like this reluctant thing where she feels like she's accepted by these people or something like that.
Yeah, she blossomed.
Get that vibe?
They say.
And Raymond over here says, "Hey, listen,
she's the fucking May Queen."
Raymond says, "Not a final girl. She doesn't fight. She gives in." I think it's quite the opposite. I think giving in would have been saving Christian and going on with that life. She fights for a new life and she continues to grow. So give me Danny. Give me her decision to fucking fuck that guy up. And here's the thing about Christian, man. He doesn't even know he had a pusher. He was so fucked up on this pubic juice that he just next thing he knows, first thing he's eating dinner with the crew. Next thing you know, he's burning alive in a bear costume. That's quite the drop off. I mean, I don't know, man, but
he's on the pubic juice.
But he came out with a W, or no, he didn't come out with a W. He came out with a L, a bit rather emphatic L. And those other guys were in there burning. Like, I think it's great, dude. I think it's fantastic. Give me that, man. Actually, that's a rewatch worthy movie too. I haven't seen that in a while.
It is. I know. I'm gonna get on that, man.
I need to see that director's cut finally.
He's on that pubic juice.
Well, we took a lot of time on that one, so just real quickly, I was actually going to vote for Rebecca, but that's okay.
She was great too, though. No, actually, if she was up against a lot of other people, I probably would have voted for her because I liked her a lot.
That's true. Yeah, no disrespect.
Hey, all good, though. But we got our next matchup here. We got Rocky from Don't Breathe against Max from The Final Girls, played by oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name right now. I just know that's
Tara Farmiga.
Yeah, Terra Farmiga. Yeah, thank you, Brad. Yeah, so that's why I
Vera?
really enjoyed her. Yeah,
No, it's her sister.
no, it's the sister of Vera Farmiga.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taissa.
Yeah,
Taissa, yeah, sorry. I
yes.
mixed the
Taissa,
two
yeah.
there a little bit.
Dumb. But yeah, we got Rocky. Again, we told you Jane Levy was going to make another appearance in this tournament. So let's see here. I think Brad, it's your go.
Give me Rocky, Don't Breathe. I love the character. Love the way she throws the jizz in the dude's face at the end from the turkey baster. I think she was badass in this movie. Again, it's another character that's in a tough situation, trying to provide for her daughter, I believe. And trying to do all, she's kind of forced to do all these things that she doesn't necessarily agree with, so she can get out of this life and move on to the other coast. And she does. She breaks free. It's another situation like that. I love it. Give me Danny or Rocky.
Yeah, definitely give me Rocky as well. Not because it's hey, I need to pick Rocky, Rocky, but so I'm gonna go with Rocky. Easy one. I think Max is a very underrated final girl as well. She did a great job with her movie, but man, Rocky just had to deal with a lot more shit.
And jizz.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, man. And that's difficult to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
It's a three-way here, boys.
There we go. Oh my god, talk about jizz on that one. But anyways, we got Crystal from The Hunt against Rain from Alien Romulus here. So let's see here. I believe that is my go first. And damn, this one's a tough matchup here because Crystal was just a badass chick, but she was like a badass from the beginning, while Rain, I think, had to develop a little bit of a badassery as the movie progressed in Alien Romulus. And plus, she had to fight a fucking xenomorph, okay? So that's, to me, a badass already. And not only that, she had to not one xenomorph, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but about hundreds of them. So give me Rain.
Billions and billions.
Billions and billions. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in Brad's hands yet again. I think Crystal from The Hunt is she's kind of thrown out there. She's maybe a badass beforehand, but she doesn't know what situation that she's into. She's just kind of thrust into the moment. And I like the fact that she has to kind of adapt and kind of figure out what the hell is going on. I mean, not that Rain doesn't, but Crystal for me on this one.
All right, so Brad, it's up to you.
I'm inclined to say Crystal here. I like Rain a lot, actually. I thought she was a fucking great final girl in one of my favorite movies of this year so far. But I just feel like she's just kind of more of a template as far as the character goes. Now, the performance carries it to another level, but you take a look at just the character itself, it's more of a template, I feel like, and I feel like Crystal has a little bit more to offer as a character. So give me Crystal.
Yeah, plus another thing too is Crystal wasn't supposed to be in there, but she got put in there anyway, so she kicked ass. Let's see here. So our final matchup in this region, we got Ginny from Friday the 13th Part 2 against Brad. This is a unique one you brought to the table here. We have Sarah from Starry Eyes.
Great movie, dude. Great movie.
I still need to watch it. I plan on trying to watch it before spooky season's over. So Chris, start us off here. Who do you got?
This is interesting. Give me Sarah. I mean, I think it's weird. Yeah, it's a little weird, a little upset here. And I'll let you boys deal with the rest of it. But yeah, Sarah and Starry Eyes. I mean, you haven't seen it, so there's a lot of shit that she goes through. A lot of unknown situations that she's presented with. So give me Sarah.
It's really unfortunate we did the draft before we saw The Substance. Because that
yeah.
All right, anyway, I'll go with Jenny, man. I like Sarah a lot. Obviously, I drafted her because I think she deserves a lot of respect. But I just fucking love Jenny obviously is one of the better ones in the Friday the 13th franchise, and I think she deserves to move on. So give me Jenny.
And
course.
I'm sorry. I have to be like not controversial, but I have to like just play one sided here because unfortunately I've not seen Starry Eyes, but I do respect Brad's opinion, so I believe him of her being a final girl. But give me Jeannie, man, because Jeannie was just awesome. Her IQ of a final girl is off the charts. Using that child psychology to beat Jason, so give me Jeannie.
I think, the thing about Starry Eyes is I haven't seen it in so long. I don't even remember how it ends. So that's what kind of plays into it. I just don't remember. But I think it's possible.
It's another one where and me too. I haven't seen it in probably 4 or 5, maybe even longer than that, 4 or 5 years. I think I don't think she dies at the end, but she gets like possessed or something. I don't know.
There's some crazy shit going on at the end. Either way, Brett just said he hadn't seen it yet. And, well, now he has.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't really. I was looking at Blu-ray Addicts comment here. Plus, what's going on there, Blu-ray? I gotta go with Jeannie, one of the best final girls of all time. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, I mean, she's a fan favorite. She's not necessarily my favorite, but I think I do like her enough to move her to the next level. So I'll take her here.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So let's tackle our last region here of the first round. It was the Boogeyman. So we're going with Laurie Strode's Halloween. And this is the 1978 one, not the Scout Taylor Compton one, even though I kind of am a little mad at myself not putting her in this tournament. But that's fine. I didn't draft her, so that's on me. So we got Laurie Strode from 1978 going up against a very interesting one that a lot of people I feel like don't talk about. Angela from P2.
Whose role?
Let's see here. Sorry, I gotta add on my brain here for a minute here. So let's see here. If Chris went with Starry Eyes first, so it'll be Brad.
Laurie for me, Laurie Strode all day. Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, Angela has 3 great reasons. 2 of the first 2 reasons have a lot in common, as you know, if you've seen a lot of the pictures of the actress that plays Angela. And then, of course, the third reason is Angela is a badass in that movie, too. But Laurie Strode, she pretty much is like the pure definition of, like, Brad, what you said earlier about Sally kind of like being one of the first few final girls. It's just they're not sure what the final girl was supposed to mean and do for the genre. I think Laurie Strode is like the ultimate creation, the perfect definition of what a final girl is. So you got to respect that, Laurie Strode.
Yeah, give it to me.
Odd, man. I was going to go with Angela. Of course I fucking wasn't. Man, Laurie Strode.
Oh, Chris, you're so predictable.
Hey.
Ooh.
Sometimes you just got to go with a smarter option.
See if either one of you get jerked off again.
Damn it, you told me.
Chris, about that. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuckers.
So, put the views up. So, all right, we got our next matchup here. We got Aaron Hardesty from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. So, it's Jessica Biel's Hardesty against Megan Garris from Friday the 13th, Part 6. So, best of luck to me. So I'm going to have to start us out on that. And this is a tough one because a lot of people like Megan. To me, Megan, I didn't honestly feel like she did much in the movie. But same thing with Aaron. But the thing is, Megan didn't do much, but Aaron got a lot of her group killed with a lot of her dumbass decision making. And that's not a great look for a final girl. So give me Megan.
Nice. It's the same thing I was talking about before. I mean, it's Friday the 13th. There's a lot of different final girls involved there. But, I mean, I think Jessica Biel and Texas Chainsaw, did she make some dumb decisions? Yeah. Did she see it to the end? Yeah, buddy.
Oh, she saw it to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. So give me Aaron Hardesty here.
Look, here's the thing about Aaron, okay? Yeah, okay. When you're watching Monday morning quarterback in the situation, yeah, the decisions weren't great. But put yourself in her shoes. I think a lot of us, at least any of us with a little bit of dignity, would have made the same decision she made. I think 100%. You care about your friends. You're not going to leave your fiance behind, especially when you're pregnant. I think she made a lot of decisions that, yes, did it benefit the group? Not really. But in the heat of the moment, you're in her shoes. I think a lot of us would make the same decision. I don't think they're bad decisions in that regard. Give me Aaron all day.
Nice.
Oh, Chris, who did you pick?
Aaron.
Oh, you did. Damn. Okay, so Aaron gets
Yeah.
to move on to the next round.
Nice.
So,
And she fought for her decisions too, which that speaks volumes. Okay, yeah, the group disagrees, but she's like, okay, I'm standing on my ground. You guys can fuck off. Respectable. I like it.
You know, that's fair. That is fair, but I'd rather be alive and not being a part of her group. So let's see here. We got Tina from Friday the 13th, Part 7, her telekinesis powers going up against a freaking machine gun leg, and Cherry from Planet Terror. So, Chris, you get to go first in this one, and you did the unique thing and drafted Cherry.
Nice. Yes, I did. And I will go with her here. Friday the 13th, Part 7 is one of the weakest, in my opinion. I think the telekinesis thing is just, I think they were grasping at straws at that point to try and come up with something new. And I don't really favor that character at all. I don't think that she has anything to offer the franchise in any way whatsoever. I know you guys probably disagree, but I think Cherry, not only is she a bad bitch, but it was just a really unique take on the final girl character, and she kicks ass pretty much the entire way through from the get-go. She's like, fuck this, I'm gonna fight. I love Cherry, man. Give me Cherry all day.
Brad?
I feel bad for this. I really do. But I'm going Tina. Listen, Chris, here's the thing. I haven't seen Planet Terror. So I can't pick it. So that's the thing. But I do like Tina in general, though. I think she kicks ass. She's got the cool thing. It's a unique final. She's the only final girl on the list that's telekinetic, telekinetic, telekinesis.
Telekinetic. You're right.
Telekinetic. I had it right the second time. It's the only girl I think on the list that has that's telekinetic. So give me Tina, man. I think that goes a long way,
bro. Come on, Birdie. I'm counting on you.
Before hearts get broken here, Gavin makes an interesting thing here, saying it's survival of the fittest. Fuck the group. You only need to work as a group in zombie movies. That's technically true. So that's a great point to think about in that particular matchup between Aaron and Megan.
I think you could kind of benefit yourself to work as a team in any situation, really. I mean, I think Jason's on the loose.
Birdie, you have seen Planet Terror. You know how badass Cherry is. From the
I know how badass she is, but Tina is just a sweetheart, adorable. But Chris,
that's not what makes a final girl.
What's one of my favorite fruits of all time?
Grapes.
And Chris, there's a hint right there in the discussion.
You think it's cherries? Is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, I love cherries.
Yes!
And, Rosie McGowan has some cherries in different areas, but dude, she has a fucking machine gun leg and killing fucking people. I'm sorry, it's more badass than Tina and her telekinesis powers. So I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going with Cherry.
Yes. Nice.
She's my cherry pie.
Need to get
Gonna get high with the cherry line.
And then down. All right, we got Naru at the Hockey Docky Dojo. No, I'm just kidding. It is Naru from Prey going up against Clear Rivers. Clear
River.
On Final
Destination. River.
Where it's all so clean. But we got Naru from Prey versus Clear Rivers from the first movie of Final Destination, because we all know she got a little heated in the second one. So, Brad, this is up to you now. Who do you got?
Naru. I thought she was absolutely next level fantastic. I love her resourcefulness. I love the way that she's trying to make a name for herself. And she ultimately does, man.
I'm not sure you're getting out of this.
That's what she said to the Predator in that mud pit, and it was a badass final confrontation. She was badass with that tomahawk on a rope, whereas Clear never really had to she's final girl, but she never had a final dude to go against. She's just going up against death. You know what I mean? Like, we had this badass fucking this showdown, in the jungle with Naru that fucking kicked ass. So give me Naru.
And man, I will say this is not even close. A predator or a light wind advisory. Give me the freaking predator as being a bigger threat. So give me Naru as well.
3-way.
So
Naru
Chris also
from the
goes with Naru as
Takaguchi.
well. So man, what a deadly next matchup that is. So next up here, we got Cecilia from the Invisible Man of 2020 going up against Margaret, a newcomer at the Final Girls in the first Omen that happened earlier this year. So it's my go. And I think Margaret had a great performance in the first Omen. I think she was great, but man, it's just what happened with the Global Bastard. It's just I don't think a lot of people got to witness the greatness that was the Invisible Man movie and the greatness that Elizabeth Moss brought into the Cecilia character. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fucking incredible. Cecilia was great. Give me Cecilia.
Absolutely. I will second that. Yeah, I think everything that she has to go through here, and she sort of she's a victim and all that, but then she and so much happens to her throughout the movie and she continues to fight. She a bad bitch, man. And then yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you haven't seen it, the ending, phenomenal. So yeah, Cecilia all day.
Yeah, give me Elizabeth Moss, man. She plays that character so well, and I love the character from being a domestic violence victim in the air at the beginning, and then suffering all the the aftermath effects of that, of people not believing you, being ousted by your family, and all this other stuff that comes along with that. It's masterful. So give me that. She's great, and she has a very satisfying conclusion, like you said.
Nice. So let's go ahead and go to the next matchup here. We got Sienna Shaw from Terrifier 2 and 3 going up against Kristen from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I got to delete 4 there because technically she didn't do that well in 4. She didn't do very well at 4, but she did very well in 3. So, Chris, who do you got?
Oddly enough, I don't like these movies. They don't really work for me. But I think
Just to
Sienna
clarify,
Shaw,
I know what you mean, but just to clarify for the audience.
Oh yeah, so we're talking about Terrifier. Yeah, the Terrifier movies don't necessarily work for me. I know a lot of people love them. They're not really my thing, but I think Sienna Shaw was the one good thing about Terrifier 2. Is the only thing that added anything worthwhile, in my opinion, to Terrifier 2. So I will go with Sienna Shaw here.
I'm going to say this. Patricia Arquette, I think she's been knocked down a notch, man. Give me Sienna Shaw here. Terrifier 2. Terrifier. Yeah, it's fantastic. Give it to her.
Yeah, easily. That I'm going to say good pick, Brad. So a good pick, Brad and Chris. So I'm going to go with Sienna Shaw as well. Lauren Rivera, you beautiful soul. Best of luck in the next round because that'll be a tough matchup.
Yay!
So, talking about probably one of the more intriguing picks of this freaking Final Girl tournament, we got Terry from Anaconda. Yeah, Terry from Anaconda going up against Beth from Evil Dead Rise. So that's going to be up to Brad to start us off with. So, Brad, who do you got?
Anaconda. I love the movie.
Anaconda is one of the
I love the movie, but I mean, come on, Ice Cube is the
baby
go to that. Yeah.
He's
Beth kicks a lot of ass, man. I like Beth a lot, and Evil Dead Rise obviously kicks ass at the end with the chainsaw going up to Gullet, all that fun stuff. She was great, man. Give me Beth.
All right. Easy pick here because I hate the movie Anaconda because Terry had all the opportunities in the world to overcome situations. And instead, she fucks it up, especially at those freaking Diddy parties as well. So give me Beth. Easy win.
It's a 3-way, but I will say I still love Anaconda.
Dude, that is the most frustrating horror movie of all time. If we ever do a watch party, that'll just be entertaining because of how easily frustrated I get with that movie.
Hey, John Voight was convincing, and so was there's snakes out there this big. I mean, scary.
That's what she said.
Oh my god. All right. Our final matchup of round 1. I know we've been going for a bit here. So we got Grace from Ready or Not against Jennifer Shaw from Wrong Term 2021, played by Charlotte Vega. To me, a forgotten final girl, but Amazing Grace, come sit on my face. Don't
Whoa.
make me cry. I'll advance your pie. Give me Grace.
Grace for 2, bud.
Grace for 3, man. Jennifer, what was your last name?
Jennifer Shaw.
Shaw. Okay. There was something something you said made me want to say something, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, either way, it's Grace.
Just randomly burst.
Maybe sit on my face.
That was before that. I was actually right before that. Immediately
Amazing
before
Grace.
that.
Oh man, but you ain't right. But all right, that was round number 1. So for this next round, we're gonna go a little bit faster with speed rounds, and then Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and Championship. It'll be up to the chat, so stay tuned. So because we're gonna need your help. So if you're on, so grab your buddies from other streams and bring them back in here so we can get some good votes in.
And I want to see a video of Chad voting against Aaron.
Oh my god, I don't want that video. Get the fuck out of here. All right, Chris, we're back to you. Which region do you want to tackle first?
Let's go right top.
Right top. All right, so pretty much what you chose at the beginning. So
God damn it. Did I really? I wanted to go something different. Let's just go with it.
All right, that's all good. Hey, all good,
No,
go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
We've already talked about the movie, so let's just do sort of like to keep things in the interest of speed. We've already talked about the movies and why we love the characters.
Hey,
so
good movie, by the way.
Let's just go with let's just roll with it. Are we in agreement?
I concur.
Easily agree.
Okay.
So Chris is actually, we started a new round, so Brad, I'll just let you go first.
Okay, Nancy versus Harper from Haunt. Nancy is winning this all day, man. She's still one of my faves.
I love Harper, but yeah, this is the point now where just Nancy wins. So I'm sorry, Harper.
Yeah. Nancy for me as well.
Nancy. All right, we got Kirsty from Hellraiser versus Sarah Connor. I love Kirsty, but Sarah Connor's too much of a badass to overcome. So give me Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor for me as well.
Sarah Connor for me, Therese.
All righty. So,
Rice.
God, what a fucking Sweet 16 matchup that's going to be. Jay Hike from It Follows or Mia from Evil Dead 2013. Chris?
Mia, all day long.
Yeah, second Mia here.
Mamma Mia, I'm going to go with Mia. So
Mia.
Here we go. Aaron from Your Next versus Evelyn Abbott. So, Brad, you start us off.
Evelyn. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm going Aaron here, man.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, I wouldn't blame you on that.
No, Evelyn's great, but Aaron, I still got to go Aaron, man. She really is a kick-ass final girl, man. There's no way to deny it.
I love you, Brad. Give me Aaron too.
Aaron thrice.
Oh, I love you too, Chris.
Flawless. That's a whole flawless category up there, wasn't it? All
yeah, that was easy. So,
okay.
All right, Brad, you get to pick the round next or the region.
We'll go bottom left then. Okay, let's go opposite.
All right, we got Laurie Strode versus Aaron Hardesty. So it's
my go now, right?
I thought it was my go because did you pick Aaron first?
Aaron first? Yeah, I did, I guess. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So Laurie Strode and Aaron, again, I'm going to go with the theory that at least with this Lauren character or Laurie character, I can have I could pick my own route and pick which badass I want. So with that in mind, I'm going to go with Laurie Strode.
Laurie, it's got to be.
Laurie.
Brooke already said it. Lots of three-ways here.
Yeah, dude, we're getting it. We're getting it. Dude, it's like
the three-way.
Isn't that crazy? How many three-ways there were on a Thursday? Three-way Thursday?
Oh, that's a new trend, baby. Let's set it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, all right, let's see here. All right, we got Cherry from Planet Terror against Naru at the Haki Daki Dojo. I'm just king against Prey. So this is going to be up to me first. No, sorry, it's Chris.
I'm sorry, boys. I feel like I'm going to lose this one, but it's Cherry from Planet Terror for me.
Same reason I said before, I haven't seen the movie, and I like Naru a lot. It's going to be tough for her to lose to anybody for me. So I'm going Naru from Prey.
Chris, I gave you your benefit of the doubt. Cherry's a complete badass, but I'm sorry, Naru is a bigger badass. She's a badass bitch in all the great ways. So give me Naru.
Of the Takagori JoJo.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
The
neither one of them was going to
Mojo.
beat Lori either way, so it really didn't matter.
Ooh, we'll find out next round, buddy. That's big words coming.
Okay.
So let's see here. We got Cecilia from the Invisible Man 2020 against Sienna Shaw, Terrifier 2. So, Brad, you get to go.
God, why do I have to go first, man? I want to go last this time. That's a tough one, man, because I like both of these a lot. Sienna, oh, God. I don't want to eliminate either one of these people. I can't do it.
I know it gets harder. It doesn't get any easier from here, man.
Okay.
Chat, what y'all got?
Look, I just love the character so much in Invisible Man that I'm going Cecilia. And I love Sienna Shaw. I think she's absolutely amazing. But the character is so strong for Cecilia that I have to go with her.
Yeah, but invisible technology or a fucking madman clown. And Sienna Shaw also just looks the part too, man, being a complete badass too. See, I hate this too because I love Cecilia as well. But if you're going to ask me who I just love just a little bit more, I'm going with Sienna Shaw.
Which one shows more character growth, though? Which one shows more badassery?
Sienna Shaw,
badassery.
Count Terrifier 3. But.
Badassery in the mind, too. You know, having to overcome obstacles, having to change your life. I just can't. You know, I love Sienna Shaw, dude. I really do. But I mean, fucking A, man.
She's the modern day final girl, dude.
She is 100%, 100%, especially when it comes to the franchise. But I think there's so much more depth to Cecilia.
That's true.
So, Chris, it's up to you.
Cecilia.
Oh, man. I felt like that was the first, or the second big upset of the night.
No.
But in the best way.
There's been a multitude of upsets in my mind.
Now, Chris, Carrie from Anaconda can't win every fucking match.
Oh,
no,
yes, you can.
I had Beth winning that one anyways.
I'm just messing with you. But speaking of Beth, we got Beth versus Grace in this one right here. So it is up to me first on this one. And I am going to go again. Amazing Grace, come sit on my face. Don't make me cry. I'll advance you to the Sweet 16 pie.
Real freaking nutty.
So, Chris, who you got?
Yeah, absolutely. Grace from Ready or Not. She is one of the greatest that has been introduced in the last little bit. I mean, Brad, are you in disagreement?
No, I totally agree. I'm just thinking how tough this bracket is on this side, man.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
matchups.
No doubt. Yeah. I'm looking at that as well. But yeah, for that particular matchup, I mean, God, Ready or Not. You know, and if it wasn't for Brad, I don't think I ever would have even watched that because I remember watching the trailer and I was like, it doesn't interest me at all. And he was like, no, it's really good. And it turned out to be one of my favorites for the last couple of years. I know we're sort of
2019, actually.
I mean, it's been a couple years ago, but whatever.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Raymond, I'm sorry, dude, but you blame those two over there. I try to
absolutely
get
no.
Look, I feel like look at the depth of the Raymond
we were close, buddy. Were we not? I feel like me and him were on the same page.
Hey, look, you just busted another bracket.
Look, let's be fair. I did not ever want to eliminate Sienna Shaw. I think she is one of the best. But I just like, and I get it. Like, obviously, you look at the franchises, Final Girls, all that stuff. You know, franchises, they carry a little bit more weight because it's more of a traditional. But I think Cecilia is just such of a layered character, played perfectly. And I said that right, perfectly, by Elizabeth Moss, man.
Alrighty. And so let's see here. Well, that is it for that one. So I get to choose the other one. And I am going to go differently on this route. And I'm going to go with top left right here. And so we
Left
got
top,
oh
please.
God, Sydney versus Tree in the first round.
Okay.
Again, wait a minute, it's not my turn anyway. So Chris, I believe it's your turn now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Sydney. I don't even want to talk about Tree. Sydney.
I'm
Brett?
going Sydney too, but why the fuck is Cindy not on this list?
Hello, Cindy.
You're behind the couch.
Nice. I'm gonna text you my next bit.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, it is Sydney. Like, I love Tree. I just think she makes those whole two movies so much fun. But man, again, Sydney, she's the queen of the 90s, man. So you gotta take the queen. So we got a tough matchup here. We got Maddie versus Maxine fucking Minx. So that would be up to Brad.
Oh,
is that right, Brad? Yeah, Brad.
Oh, D. Here's the thing, man. I think I'm going to actually go with Maddie here. I really do think so. I think she's just, you don't know. So here's the thing about Maddie is she, like, again, like I already said it. I'm going to go with Maddie. I already talked about it. It's Maddie.
All right. And I'm actually going to go with that pick as well, Brad, because again, just having that like loss of one of your major senses, like the big one with hearing, like, dude, I can't imagine how hard it is to even survive such a realm like that, especially with a smart villain like that guy with the mask, until he takes off the mask and it kind of hurts the movie. But Maxine is a great character too, but man, I just felt, I'll be honest with you, with Maxine, her character kind of dipped down a little bit after that. So give me Maddie.
Yeah, I agree. In the third movie, Chris, I don't know what happened to him. I think he might have fallen down, but he did text.
He can't get up.
He did text a group. He said Maxine's his pick, but it doesn't matter because you lost. So anyway, moving on.
Maddie to the next Sweet 16. So let's go with, we got Wendy. Hello, Wendy. We're back. We got Wendy versus Sarah from The Descent. And I figured that is my go because you picked Maddie first. So this, again, love you, Shelley Duvall, R.I.P. forever and always. We love you. But Sarah's just so much of a badass in that movie. So give me Sarah.
Oh, Chris is back, so he can. Okay.
I just left to take a piss, and I text you guys my pick.
Oh,
yeah,
and it
did not make a difference.
Shit all over my face. Yeah, I didn't make a difference. I can't believe you guys. Oh my God. I just want to punch you both in the dick so hard. Give me Wendy from The Shining.
Brad,
give me Wendy from The Shining as well here. I like to see it. One of my faves. I love it a lot. I did want to catch this comment. Raymond Miller, Cecilia fought a psychopathic, abusive rich guy. Sienna fought two demons, no contest. Again, I disagree. I think, yes, Sienna's fighting two demons. That's true, but that's straightforward. You know what you're getting. There's a much more layered fight against a psychopathic, abusive rich guy that you happen to fall in love with.
Well, it's also a psychopathic, abusive rich guy that she can't see, that is haunting her every move, right?
That's, yes, also true. It's also true. That's the thing about it, too. That's kicker. Even with both of those layers, it's a completely, I think it's, yeah, there's a lot of layers to that.
And honestly, with Wendy, too, because she got fucked up in the mind a lot in The Shining, too, with Jack and all that. So that's kind of almost a similar argument.
And she just wanted to make that man some sandwiches. Like, just for once in the life of Jack Torrance, be grateful for fucking sandwiches, Yeah.
Well, if it's just a regular cold cheese sandwich, fuck that bitch. But I love Shelley Duvall, so I didn't mean that. Man. I'm sorry.
So, way to pay disrespect to the dead, dude. Come on,
I was just talking about the character of Wendy.
If anybody wants to make me a sandwich, I'll eat it, even if it is just cold cheese on bread.
As long as it's made with love, I will eat it, dude. I
You
will
said
eat
it, buddy.
and I will like it.
I'll eat that.
All right,
honey.
Brad. I'll cook you something, and you'll have to eat it because
Your shit ain't gonna be made with love, Birdie. It's gonna be made with cold, stoned, heated hate.
Spite.
and also
That's
people
right.
care.
Cold
And also,
spite.
people care. The Midsommar special. So, anyways, we got Claire
let me
Lees from Silence of the Lambs versus Jess from Black Christmas '74.
I think
So,
whose go is it? It's Chris's go.
Chris's go.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about them all already. It's Clarice. No fucking doubt. If you pick against Clarice, I already have enough reasons to choke you both to death. Please, Clarice.
Chris,
Brad?
give me Jess here from. I'm just kidding. No, I'm going Clarice too. I'm going Clarice too, man. I just had to see her face for a second. I'm going Clarice. She's so iconic. I got to do it.
I'm actually was going to go with Claire Lease to my surprisement as well. Claire Lease had to deal with 2 madmen, while Jess only had to deal with 1.5 because her boyfriend was the half. So give me Claire Lease.
And see, that's what I'm dealing with here is because I don't have a clear lease. They have so much stuff in the writing here that it's kind of. I'm fucking with you, Birdie. I love you, man.
I know. I love you too. So let's go with the last round here, which is bottom right here. We got Ripley against Jen from Revenge. Oh, what a tough freaking way to start off this round.
It's my go, isn't it?
It is your go.
I'll go Ripley. I think I have to do it. I think I have to go with Ripley here. In this instance, I do have to go with Ripley.
Jen, you fell from a long drop into a freaking stick in the middle of the abdomen, and you got to live and fuck people up. But they're not xenomorphs, so give me Ripley.
Thank the fuck Christ. Oh man, I can't tell you how happy I am to hear y'all say that. Give me Ripley, yeah, of course. Although I do think that Jen is underrated. Revenge itself as a flick is underrated. But
Female
yeah,
director too.
If Ripley would have,
she just directed. Was it Substance? Something.
Yeah.
Substance. Yeah, the Substance.
Yeah, the Substance. Yeah, that.
Yeah, but if Ripley would have gotten voted out, oh my fucking god, I would have left the chat.
Well, I would have gave you a spoiler. If Jen went up against Laurie Strode
left
from
the screen,
78, I would have gone with Jen. Just letting you know that if Jen would have fought Laurie Strode, I would easily pick Jen.
No, Jen's great, dude. I think there's a lot of people she could have, but Ripley's one of the goats.
That's right.
And
And you saw it, Chad. That is that's subliminal messaging right there.
I'm not sure how that was able to work that way, but you know what? Badass. All right, so our next matchup, we got Chris Higgins from Friday the 13th 3D against Samantha from the House of the Devil. And so that'll be up to me first. And I'm going to go with the only Friday the 13th final girl that kicked Jason's ass all by herself. Give me Chris Higgins.
I feel like this matchup.
It's Chris's time.
And I don't give 2 fucks of a shit about any of that. I think they're all great in their own way, but they're all of the same cloth. And I think Samantha brings something unique and different to the table. So I'm gonna go with Samantha from House of the Dead.
Ooh,
yeah,
Brad, it's up to you.
I just because it sucks because it's one of those things that it's been over a year since I've seen House of the Devil. Only seen it one time. I grew up with Chris, and I know Chris very well, so I got to go Chris. It's just it's a place of common knowledge, or a place of familiarity.
I'm right here for you, bud.
I didn't grow up with that, Chris.
Hey, look at everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all raising me up. Nice.
You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. Anyways, speaking of mountains, those are some Rocky Mountains I was just doing with those vocal cords. So let's go with Rocky from Don't Breathe versus Danny from Midsommar. And I get to not go first. Chris gets to go first.
Nice. I'll tell you what, old boy. This is an interesting choice. I'm going to tell you what. I like Danny more, but I think for the sake of having the argument, My gut tells me to go with Danny because I like her more, but I think that
Let the beat drop.
I think Rocky. Yeah, I think that I'll go with her because I think that she is more of a fighter at the end of the day and is more deserving of the final girl title. So we'll go with that.
I second that because she is more in a more traditional. This is kind of going back on, I think it was Raymond's point earlier, which I disagreed with because she is fighting, but she's fighting in a different way. She's fighting mentally. She's fighting with her mind. But I think Rocky fits the bill from a more traditional point, like you said, and she's a great. She does a great job at it, man. So give me Rocky here.
Yeah.
So
Even though Florence Pugh is second to none, man. I love. She's a fantastic.
she was a great, and she's a
Actress.
great dancer too.
Great
God,
dancer.
she even won that dancing competition, man. But man, come on now. We all know it's Rocky here. Thinking she was going to fight a blind guy. You're all like, oh no, she fought a blind guy, but that was no ordinary blind guy. So give me Rocky.
Pretty sure Mia Goth won in a dancing competition as well.
Did she?
It's Suspiria, dude.
Oh, I haven't seen that new one. I forgot about that. So let's see.
You haven't seen the new Suspiria? Oh my god.
I need to so I can watch your all's long ass review you all did of it.
Hey, that was a Beers with the Bros episode.
That was
And
like
that
an
was
OG.
That was 5 years ago. Yeah, I was about to say.
That was a good episode.
And I know I want to watch it, but I want to watch the movie first before I watch it. So I need to get to
That's
it.
a good movie too.
So let's go with
It's
the
not
last matchup here. We got Crystal from Hunt versus Jeannie from Friday the 13th Part 2.
My go, isn't it?
Who's go?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett.
I
Chris
went last time.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate this, man.
What's there to hate?
Like I said, man, I think Crystal. Are we gonna? Jenny. It's got to be Jenny.
Damn it! I knew you didn't have the balls to do it. I'm going.
Give me Krista. Oh
no, you already said Jeannie.
No, I'm changing it. Crystal, it is. Give me Crystal.
Damn it! I should have me my big damn mouth. But give me Jeannie Field. So Chris, good luck, buddy.
Crystal.
Are you now? You're just going to be pissing people off.
No,
give me Jenny.
I mean,
give me Jenny.
No,
give me Jenny.
Okay.
No,
hey,
hold on.
Okay.
Chat, you can't let him go back and change like this.
Okay, no,
Three fucking times.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I hate to say this, but since Brett keeps on going back and forth, we're going to have to give this to the audience.
No, I'm giving it to Jenny. That's my decision. I'm going Jenny. Give me Jenny.
It's not fair for Chris. After
no, it's fair for me. Give me Jenny. It's my decision. Give me Jenny.
It's fair.
He already put his pick in.
Yeah, I did, and Jenny was first. Okay, Jenny was first.
I read the room. I read the room like Chad said, and the chat was saying Jenny too.
Look, here's the thing. There's a particular weight that Jenny carries here, and I like her charming attitude. I like her a lot. And Crystal, if you ever thought, the only reason I'm even thinking about Crystal right now is because she's right in front of me. But if somebody said, "Hey, who's some of your favorite final girls?" Jenny would come to mind way before Crystal would, because she's in a very random ass movie, whereas Jenny duked it out with Jason. And yes, it's a weaker Jason, but she still duked it out with Jason. So give me Jenny.
They're all the same, bud.
Hey, it's an impressive Jason. He had to fight with one eye open. And Brad, if anybody knows how hard that is, you know how hard that is.
Well, I know that it's
you're right.
Yes, it's hard, but that makes him weaker because he can't see shit out that fucking thing.
That's true, but pretty much it came down to me of who would I rather have sex with at that point. That's how even the matchup was.
What?
Crystal,
that's
Crystal,
how you're rating these?
No, because of how. No, hold on.
Whoa.
That rearranges the tournament.
No.
Whoa.
Wait. First off, how is it sexist when they're all females in this tournament?
Whoa.
Because if we're rating this on who we would bang, that completely changes the tournament around.
No, hold on. first off, yes, that's true. But here's why I did it, because Crystal and Jeannie are so evenly matched. I had to really dive down the gutter of how to decide between the two. And Jeannie is just, like Brad said, Jeannie has a sweet soul about her. So I think it'd just be nice, gentle love, while Crystal is
Good
just
fucking night,
fucking
man.
madhouse.
So what?
So, chat, he's saying that he voted her because she would be nicer to bang.
Now, Chris, of course I didn't. I love Friday the 13th Part 2. That was an easy one. I was just fucking with you.
Bury me alive, buddy.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, on to the next one.
Honestly, I didn't think it was going to go that far. I didn't think it was going to be that serious. So, Chad, I love you.
So here's the question, okay? What if it came down? Okay. No,
Chad,
I'm
we're
not
on
even going
the
to go
same
there. I'm not even going to go
wavelength,
there. I'm not even going to go there. I'm just not going to go there. It's better don't go there. Let's fucking roll.
All right, let's
roll,
fucking roll.
Let's let it slide. Let's go.
Hey, let's discuss real quick, because we got a consistent 10 people watching. Do you think we want these 10 people to vote Sweet 16 or actually wait to the
Yes.
Elite 8?
You know what? I would like to see. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I would like to see. Actually, you know what?
You know what? I think we broke Chris at this point of the tournament, so I think it's just out of kindness, we should let him decide. Because I think we just fuck him over with Crystal and Cherry.
No,
Let's go one more round. One more round. Let's go one more round here.
All right, we're going to go one more round, and I promise, Elite 8, Final 4, like, we're going to give you the important stuff to vote on. So that's why how much we appreciate you all for tuning in. So we're going to go one more round, speed round real quick. We're going to go Sweet 16. Chris, you get to pick the region.
Okay, no justifications, just picks, and let's roll. Top left.
Top left. All right, and who did? Oh, new round. So Brad, go ahead.
Okay.
Give me Sydney over Maddie. Let's let her roll.
Sydney, but by pubic hair.
No, Sydney by a full bush, bud.
Okay, that's fair too. But I just love the Maddie character. That's why.
Okay.
Wendy and Claire Lise. I will start this off. If we're gonna go with this one, I'm going with Claire Lise.
Fuck.
Remember, Chris, no thinking, just doing.
I said that, and now, okay, I'm not going to justify myself. I'm just going to have to think about it for a second, okay? Oh my fucking god.
I knew you were full of shit.
No, I'm not going to justify myself. I'm just going to go through with it. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm going to have to say Clarice on this one.
God dang it, man. We should have let the people decide this. All right, give me Wendy.
Okay. Easy breezy. Leave it up.
Fine.
Leave it up.
Give me Wendy. Give me Wendy. Give me Wendy.
Alrighty. R.I.P. Shelley Duvall.
Bye-bye.
Like, respectfully, not the joking way. I could see where somebody as a listener or watcher would go like, "Oh, that's insensitive." Not that way.
I want to offer a sincere apology. Ashton has just absolutely, he's going to fucking hate my guts after this tournament here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that ship sailed probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah, probably. As with most of the chat.
All right. So we did that one. Brad, where do you want to go next?
Let's go top right. Let's take Chris's bracket over there.
All right, we got what? Not yet. Not fucking yet. Aaron versus Mia.
God dang, man.
And,
Wait, what? We're gonna start there? What? Where are we?
I can't do that particular matchup yet. Do you know how fucking hard that is? It's like
these are both
my
hard,
favorite
man.
stepchild.
These are both hard. These are both harder than what?
Well, hold on, man. Let's see here. Who went like okay, Brad and me. So Chris, you get to go a bit first.
These
Okay,
are both
good.
harder than Chris at the titty bar.
Hey, first of all, I've never caught an erection at the titty bar, okay? I want that to be known right now. It is a bar that just happens to have titties in it. There's nothing erotic about it. But never that. Never mind that. What are we looking at?
Aaron and Mia, because I can't do the top one just yet because we gotta save that one.
Okay, it's Oh man, you should have let the chat decide, dude. This is so fucking. Give me Mia.
Give me
Go for it. I already know it's over. Go for it.
Aaron.
What?
Wow.
I love Aaron. I love Aaron. I love Aaron.
Where
She's-
did all
she
this
is the-
love from Aaron come from, Brad?
She's the pinnacle final girl, is what she is, dude. She really is, man.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm going to be fair on this because Mia is a great final girl. Aaron is a great final girl. But the difference between the two, not sex related, Chris, so don't worry. Not sex related.
Oh,
but what
you're fucked
what-
there either way.
But what it comes down to, well, plus I would pick Dead-Eye Mia. But anyways, hey, split tongue, you know, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, Aaron and Mia, what comes down to it, Mia got to be a final girl for the third act of the movie. Aaron got to be the final girl throughout the entirety of the movie. So give me Aaron.
Technically, they all become final girls in the third act of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, you
Don't
know what
point
I
this
meant.
out.
Like Aaron had more TV, like more movie time, like screen time than Mia did as a
But-
good person.
Let's take a look at this. She died. She came back, was fighting addiction and the dead the whole time. And she was a
Well,
bad bitch the whole time.
Aaron.
Let's not
had
forget
to
about her
fight-
time in the
Aaron had to
swamp.
fight 6 people with a big old glass shard in her leg. She had to jump out of a 2-story window.
Mia did have that situation in the swamp. She had a worse
And
time.
Aaron
She had a
got
worse time.
shot.
Mia had a worse time in the swamp than Luke Skywalker did in Empire Strikes Back, I would say.
Well,
She
2 to
was pretty
1.
rough out there, man. Yeah, but that's
But
That's Philly
dude,
shit.
Aaron is fantastic, man. I think you know that comes to mind. A lot of top minds whenever you're talking about final girls. You know,
I don't know that I could forgive you for this, Brad.
Well, how about forgiving for this matchup? Because again, this is like choosing between 2 of your children. So are we going to go with Nancy or Sarah Connor? Brad, best of luck.
I don't really. This to me isn't even that hard. I'm going with Nancy here. I think she's a more
Okay.
traditional final girl, and you know, I think that while Sarah Connor makes some sacrifices, she grows as a character. She has the sequel to lean on, but Nancy is like, you know, Nancy is like outmatched. You know, here's the thing. Okay, Nancy doesn't have a Kyle Reese to help her out. Okay, she's got herself, and she's got to figure shit out herself. She is a true final girl, whereas Sarah Connor kind of just, at least in the first movie, found her way at the end. She found a way to survive. So give me Nanny. No, give me
Nanny, Nanny,
Oh,
you
really, you
are
are such a
the,
nitty.
you are the great white nanny.
Give me Nancy though.
All right. Well, here's the deal. I respect Nancy Heather Langenkamp. I think she's definitely a great final girl. But like just again with final girls, it's just like you said, Brad, growth and also strength and powerful and beauty as well. A lot of good things go with and plus just to me, a Terminator coming after you is what I'm sorry, scarier than Freddy Krueger. I know it's like, oh, the dream world and all of that, but man, it's like the Terminator is like in your way living in a dream world as well. Like, or excuse me, a fucking nightmare. So give me Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor wins, baby. I love Sarah Connor. My whole childhood right there, baby. I love the Terminator. Way scarier than Nightmare on Elm Street ever was.
Ooh,
Damn.
that's a big
mean-
word. That's big word because I definitely think Nightmare's scarier, but
I
I
mean,
can see
for-
why
oh.
too.
For me as a kid, yeah.
So let's see here. We gotta go to our last region. Is that correct? Our last? Oh no, we got. I'm gonna go back to my region to
God
get
dang it,
away
I
from
gotta
her.
get a
Get this
refill.
region.
I can't.
So Brad's gonna get a refill real quick because I don't think his heart can take it. Holly said nanny all the way.
Nanny, baby.
Oh my god, that's funny. So let's see here.
All right, so
we got
we have 2 more sections to go before we get to
the Elite Eight.
damn it. Okay. We need to go rapid fire, man. We're almost 2 hours already.
Oh, it's okay. Like with Fright Fight, we go a little bit longer.
Okay.
So let's see here. Whose turn is it? Is it
It's got to be your turn to pick the section.
well, it's my turn to pick the section, and it's like what, Brad's turn to pick the match?
No.
Is it my
It's
turn?
really not. Hey, shh. Brad's really doing some damage somewhere. Shh. Chat, do y'all hear that? Damn.
How many beers is he opening?
I don't know. It sounded like 3 or 4 in a row. I love it.
Brad, you okay
Now we're
over
talking.
there?
What?
I said, we just thought you were tearing up the whole kitchen.
We can hear you up there, bud.
Oh shit, dude! How?
What are you
Am I on
talking
the
about?
wrong
You
mic? Have I been
No,
on the
you
wrong
didn't.
mic?
You didn't mute yourself, bud, but we could hear it all in the
Yeah,
other
I was in a
room.
different room. Was I in a?
No,
No.
we could
Okay,
all
well,
hear
that must
you,
have-
dude.
Okay, well, that okay. That was
It
that's
sounded
quite
like you.
the distance.
No, it sounded like you opened maybe 5 or 6 beers in a row. Was that the case?
I did after Nancy got eliminated. I was like, come on.
I love it.
Look at Chad here. You were a bull in a china shop.
Listen, it was ice cubes, okay? Oh,
Oh no, sweat.
oh, that's not a good mix. Oh,
Holy
Okay.
crap. Chad, you made one of the greatest points I probably ever read in my entire life. Sarah Connor was the Virgin Mary who actually fucked that time traveler. She was a Virgin Mary.
but she wasn't a virgin,
Well, not anymore.
nor was she a Mary.
Sarah
Well-
Connor was an old hoe.
Oh, Jang Ho.
Hey, man,
Anyways,
she was slinging that thing, bud. But
hey, from slanging and clanging to battling and fighting, we got Ripley from Alien against Chris Higgins from Friday the 13th 3D. Brad, did you go first last round with Nancy?
I went first.
Yeah, so,
with
okay,
Nancy. I picked
My
Nancy.
pick. Yeah, so my pick. Chris Higgins, you're beautiful. I love you. You took out Jason all by yourself. Super impressive. But I'm sorry again, and I'm going to keep saying this point until somebody proves me wrong. You didn't fight a xenomorph, so give me Ripley.
hey, man, xenomorph or not, I'm just looking at this purely cinematically. Ripley was sort of the original final girl, right? And as far as horror is concerned, she was one of the first like female leads that made it to the end. Fucking Ripley all day, man.
From Broadway to space. That's what I say about Singori Reaver.
Yeah.
I'll take Ripley as well here.
All righty. So let's put it right here. And then the next one, we got Rocky from Don't Breathe versus Ginny from Friday the 13th Part 2.
Ooh.
So, Chris, it's your go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't see it. I was like, Danny's
Oh.
there somewhere. Okay. So what is it
Sorry.
now?
Rocky and Ginny.
Oh yeah. Rocky and Jenny. God damn it. If it was Danny, I would have picked her, but give me Jenny on this one. Motherfucker.
Brad?
Oh, interesting. I'll pick Rocky here from Don't Breathe. I think she's just
Ooh.
like I said. I really love the character, man. And I want to see Jane Levy continue. So give me Rocky.
Brad, I do have some good news for you.
What is it?
I did save a lot of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Not
You
paid
motherfucker, dude.
advertisements.
You
Ginny
motherfucker.
Reynolds, I'm sorry.
50% or more.
I love Ginny. I love Jenny.
All right.
So there we go. Ginny advances to the Elite 8. So we still got a final girl from the Friday the 13th franchise still alive. So we got our last region here for the Sweet 16. I think we will let you all vote for the rest of the way through. So let's get through these two matchups. We got Laurie Strode versus Naru at the Hockey Ducky Dojo in Prey. So let's see here. I picked last, so that means Brad, you pick first.
Give me Laurie Strode, man. She set the map for everybody going forward again. Just Laurie Strode.
All right, so you're right. She set the map, but Naru just kicked all the fucking ass in the world. And plus, here's the thing: I mentioned this in the Prey review, Brett, that we did a long time ago last year, still a long time. But I said that Nuru was just a great way, the best representation on how to do women empowerment correctly. And I think it's such a powerful force in this day and age. And I'm sure it was important back in '78 too, but not as much as it is today. So give me
Maybe more
Naru
so.
on this one.
Yeah, we're talking about final girls here. I agree with everything you said about Naru. I think that she's fucking awesome. But as far as final girls go, Laurie Strode, man, she's got to make it to the final four, if not the last two. I mean, she's got to go.
Well, I'll be on. Like, I'm not mad about that because again, I respect what she's done. It's just personal taste.
I got you.
So,
I love me
all
some
right.
Lori.
Oh, what about this one? Cecilia versus Grace.
God dang it, man.
We should have let the chat decide these, man. I'm so fucking. This is, my
I would
anxiety's
be
through the
actually
roof.
very curious of what the chat would have picked, but we understand that it's a busy stream night tonight, so we totally understand.
Yeah. I think, is it Brett's go? Brett's go now?
Oh, don't make me go first. Holy
I think
shit.
it's your go. It's your go. You got to do it.
All right.
Hey, he just picked last time, did he not?
No.
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Lori
My
Strode
apologies.
first. So, I'm going to go with the Chris technique. I'm just going to go quickly and with my heart. And my heart is already telling me, Amazing Grace, come sit on my face. Don't make me cry. I'll advance you to the Elite Egg Pie.
Oh, Chris, you
got an important decision to
make here, brother.
No, I wanted to put this in your hands, Brad, but I can't. It's Grace, man. I love that character. I love that movie. So it's Grace, man. I'm sorry. Did you have a different answer?
Hey.
Fucking animal, you piece of shit, little tiny dick licker fucking asshole fucking eye! Fucking rich people!
Give me Grace, dude. Fuck yeah.
Well, you could have done that a lot more gracefully, but hey, that works too. No, I'm just kidding. That was the perfect way to do it gracefully. So Grace advances on. So now it's time to do the Elite Eight, where now the power is in your hands, chat. So go ahead and let's get ready. Brad, are we doing the 2-minute rule?
2 minutes sounds good to me, man. I think
Do you have your watch on you?
I don't per se. Look, here's the thing.
I'll do it on my phone.
I've got one right here.
I guess I do have a watch right here, but yeah, fuck it.
No, I'll do it.
I'm not good at this because I always get sucked up in the conversation. Next thing I know, it's been 10 minutes and yeah, we're behind.
All right, I'll go. Who goes to final four? That's how I'm going to always phrase the question. But for this first one, we're just going to start top left. We are going to go with Sydney Prescott versus Claire Lise.
I'm very sad that Chris down here picked Clarice over Wendy.
Go ahead and vote.
You know, I feel like that Wendy, it doesn't matter because she's gone, I guess. This is between Sydney and Clarice. And I think that personally, again, I would go with Sydney here, man. She's been going strong for years. Clarice was fantastic. She had the one movie. Sydney's had more than that. So she's got that. She's one of the only like reoccurring final girls that actually I would say she's probably the most. She's definitely the most well, Laurie Strode might give her a run for her money, but she's had different versions. Yeah. Sydney's been consistent, and she's had 5 movies that she was actually in. Mm-hmm. So yeah, give me Sydney.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Sydney is like a fine wine. Finer with age, and not just from her looks, but also just from her acting performances and what her character added layers within the franchise going on and on. Hell, and plus if they're going for all bunch of money just to bring her back, and plus a lot of people said this too, Sydney is the Scream franchise, and there's a great reason for it. It's just her badassery as a final girl. I love Claire Lise. I think she's very strong. I'm actually, I'll be honest with you, quite surprised she made the Elite Eight, but you all have made the point of why she deserves the Elite Eight, so I will not disagree with that, but Sydney goes to the final four with me.
Sexual healing, baby.
Chris, any thoughts for the last 30 seconds?
Heal it, babe. Yeah, it's Sydney for me, man. I mean, she was always going to make it to this point, no matter who. I mean, for me at least, no matter who interrupted the schedule there. I mean, it was always going to be Sydney making it at least to this point. So,
Hey, at least without Nev Campbell in it, that Scream 6 became the most profitable franchise in the history.
hey, she's coming back for 7 though.
I
Don't
know,
fret.
watch it break that record then. So, but that is our 2 minutes. Let me check the poll. And the winner out of 8 votes, 88%, Sydney Prescott advances to the final 4.
That's Sydney fucking Prescott to you.
Hey,
Yeah,
watch
buddy.
your mouth.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth. All right. So our next matchup, we got Laurie Strode versus Grace. So
Interessante.
let me get that here of who goes to final 4. Laurie or Grace. And the time starts now.
I won't be upset with either one of these going.
I would if Laurie goes at this point. I'm easily going with Amazing Grace on this one.
Look, I don't know when it became such a thing to hate on Laurie Strode, but it has been over the last few years for whatever reason. She literally created the trope. I mean, I know Sally was technically before her, but it all became it all started with Laurie Strode, really. Kind of like Brett said, she laid that framework. And yes, no, yeah. Does she make some bad decisions in that? Yeah, sure. But they all do at one point or another. That's what the whole thing is built on. So yeah, I don't know why, over the last, it just became the cool thing to do to hate on Laurie Strode, but she's still a fucking classic and
that's cool.
Yeah. She's still a fucking classic. She's still the fucking, one of the GOATs of all time. And yeah, she's had again multiple different timelines of her character, and that's because she brings in the box office for the franchise. People want to see Laurie Strode. So at the end of the day, people hate on her all they want, but she's the one that's bringing in the money. So there's that.
Money make the world go around. But Jamie's comment.
Grace was fun though. Grace was like the fun Laurie Strode, you know.
Oh, great. Oh, no. Yeah. And don't get me wrong.
For the new generation. Yeah.
Grace is fucking outstanding as well. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I'm fine with whichever way this goes.
I am as well. I think I would still probably
I won't be. Because I'm the cool kid. I'm the one that hates on Laurie Strode from 78. Plus, I'm Team Scout Taylor Compton anyway of Laurie Strode. So there we go.
Which is preposterous for anybody to. I mean, teach their own. But I think that there wouldn't be Final Girls today if it wasn't for Laurie Strode.
And plus, that's right. People want to see Michael.
They want to see Michael, but they didn't really want to see Michael in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, or they didn't really want to see Michael in Halloween 6 or Halloween 5. They wanted to see Laurie. When she came back, the franchise took off again. So there's that. So, but yeah, I mean, Michael obviously is the highlight for sure.
Key.
Well, here we go, Vo, because the 2 minutes are up. We have 8 votes yet again. 62% say Amazing Grace, come sit on my face.
Wow.
Don't make me cry.
Damn.
I'll advance you to the final 4 pie.
Hey, I'm not mad about it.
I am so happy. Thank you so much, chap.
I love some Grace, man. One of the best modern Final Girls. Still one of the best Final Girls in general of all time.
Speaking of a modern Final Girl, we gotta go with Sarah Connor versus Aaron from Your Next. And I have a bad feeling this is where my heart's about to get torn into 2.
You never know, bud.
I know. I'm hoping for my chat. Except for chat. Chat, don't get on your fucking multiple accounts.
Hold on. You can't persuade the chat to vote one way or the other.
We can't.
Chat, you need to vote with your. You need to vote with your heart.
Well, time started, so there we go. So may the Aaron be
Vote
with you all.
Vote with your heart.
Who's going first here?
I'll go first. It's Aaron for me, just because again, I think she rejuvenated what it meant to be the final girl. I feel like during those 2000s that the term final girl kind of got lost just a little bit. Like you could name a couple of final girls, but nothing that's just like on the scale that is Sydney. But Aaron, played by Sharni Vincent, I love you, girl. Like my favorite Austrian. Now I'm just kidding, Australian. So just what she did really rejuvenated the final girls. It's like without Aaron, there wouldn't be a Grace, there wouldn't be a Cecilia, there wouldn't be all these badass final girls we're getting as of late. It's just it all starts from one person at one particular point of time. That is Aaron from 2011. Technically 2011.
But without Sarah Connor, there would be no Aaron.
I see.
Maybe.
Here's one thing important that I gotta say.
Austria. Well then, good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Let's
Did you have more you wanted to add, Chris? I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying that Sarah Connor was one of the OGs, man. I mean, I grew up with Sarah Connor. I don't have anything against Aaron. This is another one. Like, I'm okay with whichever way it goes. I would probably personally vote for Sarah Connor just because that's what I grew up with. Nothing against Aaron. I think she's great. Sarah.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go against T800, the first movie? Would you rather have Sarah Connor going against that T800, the first movie, or Aaron? Who's got a better chance of beating that T800 in the first movie?
Well, that is a loaded question, Brad, because then you have to ask you have to be like, well, okay, can we get Sarah Connor from the second one?
Okay, well, I guess that still definitely qualifies. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
but again, okay, listen, again. Hey, listen, Sarah Connor got her ass saved not once, but twice. She got her ass saved by
not once,
not twice, but as many
times as she Okay, well,
listen, as badass as she is, the first movie without Kyle Reese, she would have been toast. Second movie, without Arnold coming up on the fucking conveyor belt with the fucking shotgun exploding thing, she would have been toast. Aaron did her own thing. She made her own success. Nobody was going to toast Aaron that night. She fucked up everybody. So that's the question. That's the answer. That's kind of where I'm going at with this.
Well, I will let you know.
I'm not upset about it. I don't disagree with you.
Now, granted, Aaron wasn't going up against a Terminator in either sense, but
okay, yeah, I'm not hating on either one of these picks. I'm just saying that Sarah Connor was more original.
I don't think anybody in this final goal bracket at this point in the final four got saved by anybody, especially no dude other than Sarah Connor.
Well, you want to know the results?
Chad's got a good point here, though, and I will say it would have been fun if they would have started a Terminator movie like You're Next, and then it turns out that not that group of guys, but a group of T-1000s.
Oh,
that would have been fucking legit.
She'd be cooked at that point. Anybody would.
So, all right, y'all let me know when you're ready. I got the results.
We're ready.
71% out of 7 votes. Sarah Connor, you've been terminated. Aaron moves to the final four.
Nice.
I bet I know who Chad voted for.
I'm good. I'm okay with it.
Look. Oh, wait. No. Oh, Aaron from. So, wow. I am too. Yeah, I am too. I like that. I like that a lot because I was sitting here. I was like, man, let's break the mold here.
I was doing a long, like a delayed joke right there, but it's all good. It's all good. So we got one more Final Four person to pick up here. So let's go ahead and do that poll real quick. Who is last Final Four? Well, not $, Final Four. We got Ripley against Jenna. And go ahead and vote. All right, let's see here. I want to get Jamie's comment because, again, she just mentioned earlier she watched You're Next for the very first time. Hopefully you loved the movie. Aaron went up against a nefarious plot. She had the skills to beat them. Aaron rocks. Yes, she does.
Yeah.
And plus, here's my, again, if y'all heard my story before, Aaron won me over because it was during the time where Brad was introducing me into like the horror genre and just gave me just playing like just the final girls are like, oh, these are what final girls are supposed to be. And at one point, I just got bored of that formula. Aaron changed that formula for me. So that's what gave me hope in the franchise or in the horror genre of that a final girl can be an absolute badass and kick ass from beginning to end. So that was my story of Aaron. But man, for this matchup here, I'm going to have to go with again Ripley because has Jeannie fought a xenomorph? Nope.
That's a valid point.
Let's see what we got.
We got about 40 seconds if anybody wants to say any comments about Ripley versus Jenna.
I'm gonna go Ripley here. I think for sure.
Yeah, Ripley, 110%, man. I think that she's one of the original final girls, man. I can't explain enough how much of a badass she was, and just in the horror genre and the sci-fi genre. I mean, a female beating the shit out of an alien was kind of unheard of at that time. I mean,
yeah,
that was
especially the perfect killing machine of the xenomorph.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah. She can't be toppled, dude. I mean,
all right. So
she a bad bitch, buddy.
She's a bad bitch. All right, that's the 2 minutes. So let me go ahead and end the poll. All right, we had 9 votes. Waiting for the results to pull up. They are not appearing for some reason. Come on now.
Don't break my heart.
My achy breaky heart.
Where did my poll go? Come on now.
Where's the poll? That's what he said.
Yeah. That might be what she said. Where's the poll?
Okay, there we go. I got it.
Where did my poll
8 votes, 62%. Ripley goes to be the last final girl in the Final Four.
Woo! Thank God. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be that excited about it. I don't care.
Yeah, no reason to be a dick to all the Friday the 13th franchise lovers.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get excited.
I'm messing. I kid.
No.
All right.
She a bad bitch.
Have you seen that TikTok video? Where you being this year, honey? A bitch. A good
Let me
witch
fucking
or
tell
a
you
bad witch? A bad bitch.
She's a bad bitch now.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and go with the right first because that left battle is going to be extremely tough. So let's go ahead and vote on our first Final Four here.
Right top?
Or just right.
Okay.
Who
I got you. Yeah.
goes to finals? Aaron from Your Next or Ripley from Alien? 2 minutes starting now.
Oh, Birdie, what do you think, man? Is this where are you going with here?
Logic says Ripley, but my fandom and my heart always belong to Aaron. So I'm going to go with Aaron.
What was your poll say?
Hey, you leave my poll out of this. We don't. My poll is only up for discussion on Good Real Hunting. Hey, it's a rock solid subject. But anyways, go ahead.
I'll tell you, boys. I mean, it's got to be it's Ripley for me here all day long. I mean, I love Aaron, but Ripley is all time, dude. I mean, you know, Aaron is one isolated kind of thing. Aaron is one isolated kind of thing. Ripley is just such a nightmare of a situation that she navigates, and not one but two movies. And Sigourney Weaver is just, and all that happened 25 years or whatever before Aaron ever even was on the fucking map. So I don't know, man. I mean, I love Ripley. I so desperately hope that she wins this. I really do.
Brad, any last thoughts for the next 40 seconds?
I just, it would be kind of fun to troll Chad right now, though, because you know how mad he would be if Aaron made it to the
Not really.
to the finals.
If you're gonna troll Chad, you're gonna troll me, man. I mean, come on, guys. Ripley is all time, dude. I mean, we're talking about one of the one of the great horror sci-fi franchises of all time, and one of the ultimate final girls of that franchise that has lived on for however many 30 fucking years now. And Erin is in one isolated movie that is great. Don't get me wrong, she's fantastic. But this one isolated movie that is,
one additional minute. We are tied at 50% with 10 votes.
Oh my fucking God. Somebody, I'm willing to give up a hand job, whatever it takes to get.
Do not be influenced by the hand jobs. They're terrible. They're terrible.
They're pretty good, though, sometimes.
No, from him, it's terrible.
Western grip, baby. I'll give you a solid Western grip. Ladies, I can't. I'm not going to do that.
But here's my thing. I'm going to be honest. If Ripley beats Aaron here, I'm not going to be mad, because I'm just surprised Aaron got to be in the final four, because I thought some way y'all were going to fuck me. But if she could at least be mentioned in the final four for like a Mount Rushmore, if this is including a Mount Rushmore, I can live with that.
Oh,
well, here's the thing, man. I think Ripley obviously has the bigger influence, man. I really do.
And we got 15 people watching, so we need that one vote. We still need one vote. I'm going to do one more minute, and then we'll have no choice but to do a three-way.
Jamie said in a perfect world, Aaron versus Grace. That would be
I would
pretty
love that
epic.
matchup. Me and Brad have been
fucking
debating that matchup for a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty epic, man.
Aaron, these are perfectly hydrated hands, bud.
Hey, you should have got a hand from him when he had poison ivy that one time, dude. That wouldn't have
No, you don't want that. That was 2 years ago, and I couldn't move my arm for 3 weeks. But currently, these are perfectly hydrated. If you want to toss that vote in there.
Well,
he'll jump in. He'll do it.
Yes, I just need one vote. That's all I'm weighing on. I just need one vote in 9 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2-minute overtime sub. So we got no choice but to leave it up to us.
Oh, fuck. I really was hoping it wasn't going to come to this.
Okay, well, we all know my vote. So Chris and Brad, it's up to you.
I mean, I'm with Ripley 1,000%.
And Brad, and before you say anything, because I know how you saw Jamie's comment and how cool that is, I just want an honest truth from you. You're not going to make me mad again. I am at my piece. I love Aaron in the final four, so just go with your honest opinion.
Is it too late to bring Jen into this?
I wish. Do the right thing, Brad.
That's the problem. I don't know what why does this all come down on me? And the biggest matchup of the night, Aaron from Your Next or
Come
Ellen
on,
Ripley.
man.
Ripley. It's got to be Ripley, dude. Give me Ripley.
You want me just to go ahead and toss a coin?
It's got to be Ripley. It has to be Ripley. It has to be.
Okay,
Ripley.
so you're going with Ripley.
It has to be Ripley.
Okay, and I'll be honest with you, I am okay with that.
It has to be. She's
You're
iconic.
Jacked off as soon as I get down there, bud.
Okay, so Ripley, you make it, and Aaron, I'm proud of you for making it that far in the tournament, because I thought you were going to get screwed by people, but I'm proud of you people. I'm not proud of Brad. So
it has to be Ripley.
I know
it has to be Ripley.
Dude, that was so tough, man. But hey,
thank you, Brad. I thought the same thing. I was like, I love that Aaron's here, but Ripley, she has to go. And I'm so sorry, Ashton. He's gonna fucking hate my guts, or for all eternity. So.
Oh, I didn't end the poll. So, God, if we would have had that one vote, I would have gone with it. But we're still at 10-10. But hey, Brad, it doesn't get any easier from here. You know why? Because we got Grace versus Sydney.
Oh no! God dang it,
All right.
man!
Let's rock.
All right, we got Grace versus Sydney. 2 minutes starting now. And I'm sorry, I just got to continue going with the GOAT. If Aaron didn't win, I was going to go with Sydney next. In my bracket, I had Sydney versus Aaron. And we all know who won but for my matchup. So I'm going with Sydney. I love Grace. Amazing Grace. Don't go sit on my face. Don't make
You can
me
still
cry.
sit on it, but just don't expect anything else.
Well, I'll probably, since I'm going against Grace, so I'm expecting some shit. Anyways, what do y'all got to say? Talk about that old fashioned butt pie.
That old.
I can't believe, I'm just going to buy.
He can't even. This guy ain't even drinking anything, dude. I don't know what he's gonna say next.
He's the only one not drinking.
And
Yeah.
he's out here saying shit like that.
Not allowed
This
to
guy's
drink.
crazy. This
This
guy's crazy.
what you got, Brad? I mean,
Sydney and Grace. I probably have to go Sydney here, man.
It's
She just
gotta
has
be
the
Sydney,
legacy.
yeah.
She's got the legacy.
she does, man. And so I tend to agree. I think that Sydney is unstoppable here.
It's hard to vote against her. I wanted to see Sydney go against
Yeah.
Nancy. I like that matchup a lot.
We're not sure, Chad. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Chad. Chad's never been a part of these tournaments. I don't think he as a participant, so to speak, or has he? I can't remember. I don't think he has.
He was a part of one of Chris's tournament, Chris Snyder's tournaments before.
But not on our channel. He hasn't
No,
been.
not on
It
our
gets chaotic and it gets hard, and there's a lot of pressure that gets put on you, and you just gotta stick to
Aaron
your
was
guns,
asking,
man.
who's Grace? That is the final girl from
Ready or not.
Ready or Not. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Ready or not.
All right, our
that's
2
fairly
minutes
nice.
are
Samara
up.
Weaving.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
we go back to the Aaron and Can we go back to the Aaron and Ripley vote? Because I'm just so curious what that last vote would have been.
I mean, if somebody would have voted it, I mean, I'd be interested.
But I know. I'll get to those 5 people who didn't vote.
Oh,
But
Ashton
it's
said
okay.
his wiener's out. Oh no, his
Whoa.
winner is out. Hold on, his winner is out. Okay,
Whoa!
that's a
like,
big
what
difference.
the
That's a big.
What
That's a big.
the
difference.
what?
His winner is out. Okay, I thought I got excited. I just, you just never know.
He
Winner
thought
is out.
literally
Well.
at the end of the day, he's just like, "Well, fellas, my wiener's out."
All right. Anyways, we got 10
Sorry,
votes
Ashton.
again, but this time it is 70% of the votes. Sydney Prescott makes it to the finals.
Oh, what a fucking tough championship, man! What a tough championship.
It was going to be tough regardless, folks. And that's the thing. We went through 64 final girls. Well, really, we went through over 100 with the list we chose from and everything. And now we're just down to 2. And it's 2 of the iconic ones of all time. So with this in mind, as Holly has an obsession with eggplant in the chat, what is the eggplant? I'm just kidding. I know what the eggplant is. So, all right.
It's Ashton's wiener. Which I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing now. It's a hashtag.
Of all the streams, we're talking about
Jesus
wieners,
H.
pubic
Christ.
hairs, and all of that. Rosie's not here. So Rosie's going to be so mad knowing
yeah.
how much
Oh,
money
we
got.
need Rosie in here right now, man, to
man.
bring the
Rosie,
wiener
if you're watching
conversation.
after the fact, we love you, man.
That is
Let's
true.
get it.
Is Brooke still here? Where are all my
Of course,
beef leaders?
Brooke's still here. Brooke's it's a rich woman, so she always does a great job with us. So
Where are my
let me
queef
go ahead and
leaders?
get this. Who is the best final girl of all the times? Or just kidding, all time. Is it Sydney or is it Ripley? This time, 3 minutes starting now.
It's Ripley.
And
Queef leader's here.
there we go. The Queef Nation. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, oh wait a minute. Hi.
Queef Nation.
Queef Nation. Hashtag Queef Nation. But anyways, I'll go ahead and say this. I've been saying the whole argument of pretty much anyone going up against Ripley. Ripley fought a xenomorph. What the hell did you fight? But then somebody came up with a great point, and like a podcast or something like that. I can't remember exactly where. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you
Good
credit.
Will Hunting.
I'm thinking, what?
It was Good Will Hunting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Give credit to them, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool guys. Bunch of douchebags too, sometimes. But anyways, they said what makes Sydney special, she fought Ghostface, but Ghostface was different each and every single time. So she had to fight a different personality and a different strategy each and every single time. And do you know how hard it is to do, especially five movies into a franchise? Like, so that's why I'm going to continue saying what Randy Meeks said. The Scream Queen. Sydney is the Scream Queen.
Here's the thing about Sydney. Oh, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I'm sorry. You could talk about that, but it was a human every single time, right? Ripley was up against the unknown, the absolute unknown, the entire time, right? And so she's up against something that she doesn't know, she doesn't understand. In the first flick, and the second one, her best bet is to jump into the suit, and she's trying to protect something that she loves. Fuck, what is the little girl's name? I can't remember. But she's trying.
Danielle Harris.
No, she's trying to protect. Was it? No, it's not Danielle Harris. Either way, man, I'm just saying that Ripley is one of a fucking kind. Newt, yes, Newt.
Who are you calling
Sydney,
a Newt? I got better.
Sydney, she is a phenomenal final girl, but she is this. It's the same thing in every flick. Ripley is one of a kind in the fact that she has to face the xenomorph. It's something that's completely unknown. Sydney is just facing a dude in a mask, right? It's just a nasty human being in a mask. Ripley is out of her fucking element. She's in a completely unknown world, and she's having to fight something that no one has ever seen or heard of at all. And it's the perfect killing machine and a completely different alien, completely different being. And she fucking nails it, not once but twice, right?
Not
why.
Not one. Not
twice. But as many times as I like.
Here's the thing, though. Okay,
Ripley fucking wins.
You're missing the point, though, because yes, Sydney did. Okay, some of those dudes were random, but the first movie, she goes up against her boyfriend, the dude that loves her. Well, the dude that she loves, I should say. And the dude that knows her better than anybody else, and the dude that's like playing, that's psychological. That's kind of like some Cecilia shit going up against somebody that knows you so well, and it's psychological. That's fucking and Wendy too did that as well. A lot of these people went up against boyfriends. Now I think about it. Aaron did that. A lot of these people did. So there's that psychological aspect to it. But here's the thing I'll say about Sydney is she kind of low key got fucked up every time. At the end of Scream 1, she was cooked. At the end of Scream 2, she was cooked. At the end of Scream 3, she was cooked. At the end of Scream 4, she was cooked. And at the end of Scream 5, she was cooked. She got saved in all those movies by circumstances beyond her control. Luckily, she got lucky many times. So there is that aspect to her character. Now, is she a badass? Is she picking her nose while she's on the phone and all that fun stuff? Yeah, she does those things. But Ripley never did that. Ripley just basically kicked a lot of ass in those movies. So there's that. And then Newt, obviously she had to,
who are you
protect
calling
Newt.
A Newt?
So that's food for thought. Okay, that's food for thought. And so that's kind of where we're at with that. But both great options.
All right. Hey, great arguments all around. And Chad kept on saying that Ripley died. Yeah, but we're really considering the Ripley character of just
it's
one
only
and
for
two.
the one movie and the essence of Ripley, not necessarily just the one showing of her.
I mean, we explained that earlier too, because we understand that Helen died and Kristen died.
Nancy died. Nancy died.
Nancy died. Yeah, exactly. So we were just like Chris perfectly said, the essence of the character is what we were mainly going for. But guys, speaking of which, do we want to crown a Fright Fight winner?
Yes, unfortunately. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna crown the 3rd anniversary of Fright Fight 2024 from the lead bracket, sponsored by the lead bracket.
R.I.P. too, by the way.
Do what?
R.I.P. as well.
R.I.P.
All right, yeah, R.I.P. as well, Mr. Bracket. See here. So the winner of Fright Fight 2024 for the best final girl of all time, 8 votes, 62%. Because I want to do a drum roll, please. Chewy, wait your turn. I'll meet you in the bedroom in 5 minutes. Anyway, sorry about that. That was my Wookiee. So the winner is Sydney Prescott.
Fuck.
Hey, win-win. I think I love Sydney. I do. I think it's deserved.
Yeah, that was definitely one of our harder tournaments we've ever done before.
Wait until Christmas.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. Which Chris or Brad, if you want to allude to just a little hint, what are we doing for Christmas?
I'm trying not to give too much away. But it's gonna be the best of a particular
Amen, Aaron.
era.
Nice. Oh, let me do the TikTok thing. Nice.
I thought that's the chick from Hereditary that got her head knocked off.
It could have been too, but hey, But anyways, so Sydney Prescott is the winner of Fright Fight 2024. So that is another year down the block or down the notch there. So next year, when we celebrate Good Will Hunting 5, we will be having Fright Fight 4. So we would love to hear from you all of what you all would like to see next for our Fright Fight tournament. Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below of this video, because we love to listen to all feedback, because here's how we know we take it seriously with the feedback. Without the fans, this tournament wouldn't happen, because you all picked the final girls for it to be this year's topic. So your voice has power on this channel.
Yes. And Ashton's wiener has the most control, I think, of the night.
Right. Leave the privates out of this.
Listen, I'm not the one that whipped it out. Or no, his winner got... Okay, never mind.
Okay, we need to stop. We've been going for a while now. So any last anything nice to say or last comments about our final girl, Sydney Prescott?
No, I think it's a good win. I think it's well deserved. A lot of competition. It's a competitive field of competitors here tonight.
It was a good final matchup. I'll say that much.
Yeah, it was a good final matchup.
Brooke has the best comment of the night. Lots of wieners and 3-ways tonight.
Amen. What else
it's okay. It's part of the golden rule. It's
on a Thursday night. On a Thursday night, does it get any better? That's all I gotta say.
We can get some wieners and 3-ways on a Thursday night. That's a fucking win, bub.
Thirsty 3-way wiener Thursday.
Yeah, we have Taco Tuesdays. Now we got Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty 3-wiener Thursday. I like it.
Yeah, but guys, we've been going at it for a while. Again, congratulations to Sydney Prescott for being the final girl decided by our lovely chat. We appreciate you all for hanging out with us, and we appreciate all the 64 amazing final girls that represented this tournament. You all did great. So, Brad, we got one more event to do next week. to finish off this year of year 4 of Good Real Hunting, and we're going to end it in such a big way. This was your genius idea, so I'm going to let you take advantage of it and tell the people, what are we doing to close out Good Real Hunting?
Listen, again, I'm not going to take credit for it because it's not an original idea per se, but I did think it was finally time that our channel, Good Will Hunting, does rank the big 3 franchises: Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. We're going to take all of those movies and those franchises. We're going to put them in one ranking. It's going to be an epic fucking night, dude. And I can't wait to do it. I'm really excited for it, and it's going to be a perfect way to cap off October.
And guess what, Brad? What day are we going to do such a task?
Halloween. There's no better way to do it.
What? We didn't know Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween. There's no better way to do it.
Halloween invaded Good Real Hunting Day on Thursdays. That's fucking crazy. So, no, I'm super excited about this. We tackled all the big 3, whether that be watch parties, ultimate reviews. We've done skits for all of them. So, I think it's a beautiful idea, Brad Fat. We took advantage of this opportunity for Good Real Hunting on Thursday nights to get a little spooky with the big 3.
Brett, do you know who won the bracket tonight, or is there? You guys still have to go some calculations?
I'm gonna have to go for actually. If y'all want to entertain the chat for just a couple more minutes, I did take pictures of like who all entered, so I can double check.
If you want to wait, we'll post it on socials. We can do that. We can reach out.
It'll take me.
We can entertain them right now.
Okay, we'll entertain. We'll entertain. We'll entertain.
Yeah, no trouble at all, Brad. If you don't care, show your nipples.
It's already showing.
Nice, coming straight through the shirt.
Yeah.
All right, so help me out with this. Brooke.
Okay. What?
Brooke picked Sydney to win.
Okay.
Let's see here.
This guy's got his legs crossed and everything,
man.
dude. He's
Destiny's going to be pissed. She actually picked Ripley to beat Sydney in the finals.
Yes.
Oh,
hey,
man.
a loss is a loss.
Hey, she got 3 of the 4 Final Fours, so that's very impressive.
Okay.
All right. Actually, let me go back to Brooks real quick. Brooke got only one of the Final Fours.
The Final Four. You said that you lost ages ago.
Let's see
you made
here.
the Final Four. My God.
Chris, I think you need, like, I know it's a Beetlejuice shirt, but I think you need a yellow flag with that. And I think you need a Chiefs jersey in the background to really bring it home.
Check this out, though. Look, when I get close, check this out. You see the sandworms?
The sandworms. Yeah. Hey, how low of a level of involvement was the sandworms in the new movie? I thought the new movie kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't. How big of a factor were they in the first movie?
Touché.
It's going to come down between Chad and Brooke on who is going to get the $25 gift card because they both picked Sydney to win the tournament. I had a lot of Nancy's winning the tournament.
Damn it.
I like Nancy to win it. I like Nancy. I wanted to see Nancy and Sydney go against each other.
Hey, that's why a lot of people like a lot of the bracket entries. Well, actually, no, I don't want the whiteboard. I want the spin.
No, so, what about their Final Four, though?
I thought it's just the winner that they get to be put in the wheel. That's kind of like the contest rule I put in.
I thought it was Final Four, too. What happened to the Final Four?
Well, Final Four is like if they get Final Four, Final, and Championship right, they get double the gift card from 25 to 50.
Well, why don't you just see who has the better Final Four?
Okay, well, if we're doing that, Brooke or Chad has Sydney, Max, Nancy, and Alice. So only one. And then Brooke, let's see here. Brooke had, let's see here, Sydney, Sienna, Nancy, and Jenny. So they all have one final girl piece.
Well, in that case, let's go to the spin wheel.
So,
let's go 50-50. 50-50. Here we go. 50-50.
50-50. Let me get this wheel in, and then we'll close out the show. We promise here. So we got.
We'll get a winner. We're gonna get a winner named right here, right now. It's gonna be epic.
We got
it's gonna be epic as hell.
And we got the Chad. And I'm gonna create me 8 slice repeateds, meaning that your all's name will be on this wheel 8 times. Actually, you know what? Just for the spirit of like the horror genre, it'll be y'all's names up here 6 times.
Can you not just do 1 and 1?
Well, I could do 1-on-1, but it'd just be more fun if we just had this kind of wheel.
All right, yeah, that works.
All right, Chris, you let me know when to hit the wheel.
Ready? Hit it.
Here we go. Oh, it was Chad. It was Chad. It was Chad.
Chad.
Oh,
Chad, congratulations, you son of a bitch. You made fun of Aaron throughout the whole night, and you win the fucking gift card.
that motherfucker, dude. He's gonna go get that. He's gonna get a fucking
But
Five
here's the
Guys
deal.
Burgers and Fries gift card.
But yeah, I know he's going to probably give me something so fucking complex I don't even have in East Tennessee. But I'll tell you this, Chad, you did such an amazing job as Michael Myers on The Last Nightmare Part 1. So I'd be happy to give you a gift card.
Oh, well, you're just saying that because he's gonna kill your ass.
Chad loves it.
Exactly. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, guys, and by the way, too, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern time on Braden Timmons' YouTube channel. Please go out and support Braden and his team, including Chad being the shape, with The Last Nightmare Part 1, a Halloween fan film. And then right after that premiere is done, our review for The Last Nightmare is going to drop. So you all can watch our review. So with that in mind, do y'all have anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, I think it was a fun night. I love the tournaments, and I love tonight's tournament. I think it turned out well. We had great people tonight to help us out, and in general, I think I had a really good time.
Chris, anything else you want to say?
No, I'm still rock hard. I think that it was it was a good night.
Nice. So, guys, I'm going to just ask you one more time. What did y'all think about Fright Fight 2024, the best final girl of all time? Did the chat and us get it right with Sydney Prescott being the ultimate scream queen, the ultimate final girl? Or do you think one of the other 63 final girls should have won it? Let us know in that comment section down below. And also in the description is a link for the bracket for you to fill out. If you want to share that with us, we're always happy to take a gander at those. So let us know in those comment section, and also let us know what kind of Fright Fight tournament you want to see next year. Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
So if you gentlemen don't mind, I would like to take the final word tonight, if you don't mind, because I got the perfect one.
Absolutely, take it.
All right, so guys, we will see you all next week for the big ultimate ranking. And for my last word,
hold on. I know you're doing the last word. You're still going to get it. But let me give you a Kanye West moment. Ashton Luck came in here with a good night, everyone, except for Brad and Chris. And that reminded me of a BrettMan moment so extreme that I just had
God.
Yeah. I had to comment on it.
Fuck you all, except Mark.
That's a different story for another time. Maybe I should just go ahead and tell it real quick. But we're playing.
Real quick. Okay, we got quick.
Since I've already interrupted Brett, I could have saved it for after. Since I've already interrupted, there's a time we were playing Grand Theft Auto. It was me, Brett, a bunch of other guys, and me and a few other guys blew up Brett's car in Grand Theft Auto 4 with C4. We exploded it. Mark was not involved, although he probably was. And Brett literally says, "Fuck all of you guys except for Mark." And he fucking bolts off Xbox. I know it's not fun. You had to be there. But either way, Brett, you got to pick it up from here. I'm sorry. I had to say it.
No, that's okay. I will finish this off. We will see you all next week for that big final ranking. And for my last word, all I got to say is, ask me about my wiener.
Let me in now.